Red Devil football starts now.
Handoff straight up the head, and up he goes for 5 yards. Touchdown, Red Devils.
A combination of returning players, both seniors and underclassmen, led by seniors Jagger.
Jagger run ahead and finds the hole in the defensive line, and it's 8-0 Evanston.
And Cade Frankham.
The 30, he's got a gap all the way to the 40. Number 44 is going to return the opening kickoff of 2019 all the way.
As well as juniors Jackson Moore.
He throws it downfield, wobbly catch, it's intercepted. Jackson Moore.
And David Perez.
He's going to get all the way to the 50, finds the right sideline. 40, 30, 20. He's going to go all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, David Perez.
Evanston returns 1 year older, stronger, and more experienced. Catch it all on 99.1 The Big Dog with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. Red Devil football is brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankham DDS, Westar Printing, T-Bar S Body Shop, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Hoover Chiropractic, Mountain West Business Solutions, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Jen's Life Photography, Evanston Regional Hospital, the Come On Inn in Casper, Rocky Mountain Sign, Plains Tire, Bear River Dental, Uinta County School District No. 1, Ellingford Brothers, and by Freeway Tire. And now, Red Devil football fans, sit back, relax, and get ready to scream for your team as we head to the field to join the play-by-play voice of your Evanston Red Devils, ELAN OLLIFF.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Spike VANOY Memorial Stadium for this matchup featuring the Evanston Red Devils taking on the Cody Bronx. Spike VANOY Stadium named for the longtime athletic director, Spike VANOY. Red Devils taking on Bronx in a matchup with the number 2 team in the state, the Red Devils, hoping to shake off that last-minute loss they took to Green River. We are about 40 minutes away from kickoff. In the meantime, we have the Pitchfork pregame show. We'll start with our scene set after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
Welcome back to Spike VANOY Stadium for a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com. Tonight, the Evanston Red Devils take on the number 2 team in 3A in the Cody Bronx. Last time the Red Devils were out was during the homecoming game where they lost a heartbreaker to Green River at K. Fackrell Stadium. Final score there, 23-20. Green River on top. For the Cody Bronx, they went down the road to take on their arch rival, and at the time, number 1 team in the state in the Powell Panthers, and were able to get the win there, shutting out the top-ranked team in the state at the time, 14-0. Now they themselves inherit a position rise thanks to that and are the number 2 team in the state. The Broncs, coached by Matt McFadden, definitely seem to be on a mission this year. Last year made it to the semifinals and lost to Powell. Powell would then lose to Star Valley in the state finals. But 2020, if anything, has proven to be a new year for the Cody Broncs, as again they come in undefeated, 1-0 in conference play. Red Devils 1-4, 0-1 in conference play. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Red Devil Roundup segment after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
2 roads diverged in a wood, and I had just purchased new tires at Plains Tire in Evanston. The trained tire technicians at Plains Tire expertly mounted, balanced, and aligned my new tires, so I was feeling good. While I was there, they changed my oil, checked my brakes, fixed my AC, and made sure my shocks were in tip-top shape. And with their lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations, I was ready to roll. So, thanks to Plains Tire, when 2 roads diverged in a wood, I took the one less traveled. Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Welcome back to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on the Big Dog with video online at mylocalradio.com. ELAN OLLIFF coming to you live from Spike VANOY Memorial Field, named after the extremely dedicated activities director of Cody High School, as the Red Devils take on the number 2 team in the state, the Cody Broncs. We are about 36 minutes away from the kickoff, and it's time for our Red Devil Roundup segment. This week, we'll have the coach of the team that completed the first culminating event of the new school year. That would be Coach Jerry Carroll when he took the golf team to Casper to compete in the 2020 state tournament. We'll have Coach Carroll when we come back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com. Here with this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by Jen's Life Photography. Local photography, whether it's family portraits or senior pictures, capture the moment with Jen's Life Photography. An Evanston local with a Utah number, 801-289-6161. And by Freeway Tire. With a friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service, and great prices come together. Call Freeway Tire at 307-789-8632. Here with Jerry Carroll, Evanston golf coach. Coach Carroll, you guys just wrapped up the first culminating event in the year 2020. First off, you guys were the first event to get started after fall sports got the go-ahead. How great was it to get to go through an entire season and have some type of normality?
You know, we've taken that for granted for years and years, but you could see the excitement with the kids as they got to go to the state tournament and they got to see the other teams from the other side of the state. It's like, it's so much fun. And again, we were told at the beginning, hey, if you can finish a season, that would be considered a successful season. But our kids went there with higher goals. Some of them achieved those goals. Some of them struggled. But overall, it was just fantastic to see our kids competing against the rest of the state.
What will it take for the Evanston Red Devils as a team to take that next step?
As a team, each of them have to individually get to a certain point. I think the boys have to shoot I've always said under 80 to be a good team, but our boys will need to average 78, 78, 78, I think, to win next year. Our girls will have to average 85, 85. Thing that we found out at state this year is the girls teams. There were 5 fantastic girls teams because our girls, we shot 386, we shot under 300, 383. We were under there, but you've got to shoot around 360 for the girls. And so that's about 85, 85, 85. And our boys got to shoot around 78. If they would have shot our 320, they'd have won state this year. But we've got to get to that point where individual numbers count. We have to set those goals, and we have to reach those goals, and we have to do it consistently.
And speaking of individual numbers, Coach, your senior, Braxton Lind, on the boys team, he was top 5 in the state, got all-state last year. This year, he set the goal to win the overall state title. He comes in second, not exactly what he was looking for, but that's really a great result for Evanston Golf. Can you just talk about how you feel about him and his career as an Evanston Red Devil?
Yeah, I'm very proud of Braxton. Braxton set his goal, the ultimate goal, to win a state championship, not to just be all-state, not to just play well. He says, I'm going to win a state championship. And I thought he had the ability and the tenacity. He had everything he needed to do. But golf is a strange game. It's nothing against Braxton. Sometimes another kid just plays a little better with you than you on that day. I think it's an outstanding accomplishment. It says a lot about his character and his work ethic. We talked about this before we put the microphone on. If you're a professional golfer and you win 2 or 3 tournaments a year, you're considered great. And you're going to, on any given day, somebody might have a great day, you might have a little bit off, and you might not win that tournament. But for Braxton to go into that tournament with that mindset, with that goal, it's a great goal. I know he was a little disappointed, but we're not disappointed in him and overall how great of a addition he was to the Evanston Red Devil golf program.
Coach, you mentioned you want to compete for a state title next year. How excited are you to kind of get to that spring season, even though we're a ways off, and kind of get back to work and look at the 2021 season?
You know, and I'm very excited to get to the spring season, but I will tell you, I think that starting to get ready to win a state championship will start this winter. I think we've got some young kids who want to play golf enough that they're going to go and they're going to take lessons. They're going to go down to Utah. They're going to play in some Utah tournaments. They're going to go to warm weather and hit golf balls. I think they're already started. I know that I talked to the Blackwells and they said, Hadley came home and says, hey, I want to start right now. I need to get back to the golf course as early as Monday when she returned. And I think we have kids who have that mindset where they're going to say, I'm starting to prepare now for next fall. So I'm very excited about the whole prospect. I'm excited to see him in the spring, and I think we'll actually see improvement before spring golf starts.
The work never ends when you guys are chasing a state title. That's Coach Jerry Carroll, Evanston Golf Coach. Thank you so much for your time this season, and anything else you'd like to cover before we call it an interview?
You know what? Just want to say thanks to all the people. We had great boosters, great parents. You know, we went through the COVID and we made it through without any major things. So thanks to the kids for wearing masks and socially distancing. There's a lot of emotion going on right now in our schools and in our programs, and I just want to thank everybody for doing the things that they did to make our season better. The Purple Sage Golf Course always takes such good care of us, and so there's a lot of people to thank for the successes, and we look forward to next year. Go Red Devils!
And a big thank you to Coach Jerry Carroll of the Evanston Golf Team for joining us on the Pitchfork pregame show. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Coaches Show segment. We are about 30 minutes away from kickoff. Evanston versus Cody on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep.
In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
Welcome back to Spike VANOY Memorial Stadium here in Cody, Wyoming, on the campus of Cody High School, where the Evanston Red Devils are putting in the final preparations before they take on the number 2 team in the state in the Cody Bronx. Red Devils come in with a 1-4 record and 0-1 conference after dropping a heartbreaker of a loss in the homecoming game against Green River. Final score of that one again, 23-20 Wolves. Today, Cody comes in after beating the, at that time, number 1 team in the state, the Pal Panthers, 14-0. They've got a lot of momentum riding into this season after a semifinals appearance. And we'll hear from Coach McFadden. We come back on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
On the phone with Cody Bronx head coach Matt McFadden. Coach McFadden, thank you so much for taking time to speak with us on the pregame show. First question, you guys are off to a flying start, undefeated. You guys, as a team, you guys are averaging 212 yards per game and only allowing around 52 yards per game. What has been the key to that success in this season?
I think defense is playing really strong right now. We have some really fast and very athletic kids. We had a little schematic change in the offseason just due to our personnel, but really like where we're at. We have some athletic D linemen, some really fast linebackers, and then in the secondary we got some cover guys. So defensively done a terrific job, and that's really where it started for us. And then on the offensive side, some really athletic kids as well. We're not very big, but we've got some tough kids, and they're very athletic as well.
Last week you guys went and played Powell in Powell. Rivalry game for you guys, maybe a little bit more significance placed on the fact that at the time they were the number 1 team in the 3A. Win that one 14-0. What went right that night for the Cody Bronx?
Well, I thought our kids did a really good job of just keeping their composure. That's a very emotional game, and sometimes you come out with rivals and you're too high, and I thought our kids did a good job of just staying very level-headed, just very focused and disciplined. Did a good job, moved the ball when we needed to, made some big plays on offense, had ball control when we needed to, and then on defense, just phenomenal job, shutting down the run, and which isn't easy. They have a double tight end tack and do a good job pounding the ball. They're very big, very athletic. So really impressed with our guys up front to shut down the run, and then we're just really, really lights out on third down. So able to get the ball back and just kind of old-fashioned football game is smash mouth and a lot of fun.
Absolutely. We all love to see those types of games. You mentioned that it being a rivalry game and kind of a high-pressure situation that they were able to keep their heads about themselves. You return a lot of players on the skill position side. Of course, Nick Talich and Keaton Stone are names that come to mind. Would you credit the fact that the team was able to keep a level head to the leadership by your upperclassmen?
Yeah, we're a very young team. The kids we do have back, that played a big part in that game last year, in that season last year. They're driven by maybe getting back a little bit at Powell, but the other kids weren't really a part of that. We have a lot of sophomores starting, so I thought our seniors did a terrific job of keeping the underclassmen focused on the right stuff. We try not to focus too much on the opponent, but just really focus on our execution. And I thought they did a good job of leading us in that way.
Absolutely. What is the brand of Cody football look like in 2020? You talk about how you guys are winning these smash mouth football games. It's a run first team. What is something that you want Cody football to be known for in 2020?
Well, I think every coach wants to be known as a tough team, and that's we've always kind of branded ourselves that we're going to be tough and we're going to be blue collar. Effort is a big piece for this team. It's good phenomenal effort, and I think the piece that we're working toward is execution. So we don't always execute to the degree that we want, but our kids are always going to be effort. They're always going to be kind of blue collar kids, and so the effort's been there. We want to focus and continue. We'd like to be known for execution. I don't know that we're there yet, but we're getting closer.
Friday night, you guys will be playing your second conference game of the season. So too will the Evanston Red Devils. What are some things that you're seeing from Coach Jim Burton in Evanston that are making them unique to prep for?
Well, they're an option team, and they're the only option team in 3A in Wyoming, so that makes it unique. Their brand of options is a little bit different too, so do some things with some splits and get athletes like the fullback or like the quarterback. And it's hard to prep for the option in a week. It's hard for colleges to do it. It's hard for high schools to do it. So, you got to be sound on defense. We got to just be really disciplined. It's not a try harder type defense. You got to play against these guys. You just have to be executing, do your job, and so it's going to be a big test for us. Last year I felt like we didn't do a very good job of that, and we came out and we're trying to do other people's jobs and weren't very disciplined, especially the first few drives. And we've got to just lock in and do your job. So it's hard to prepare for, and especially when you got some good athletes running it.
Homecoming week for you guys this week, and when Evanston comes to town. Just kind of an off-topic, off-football question. If someone was to tell you back in May or June that you guys would be able to get to homecoming and that, knock on wood, everything is going smoothly so far, what would you have said?
Just be grateful. I feel like this whole season has just been a blessing. Everybody's, every kid's needed it. Kids are grateful to play. I think sometimes something has been taken away from you sometimes before you realize what you got. And I think all of us kind of sitting on the edge of the table wondering whether or not we're going to have football or not, just made us really thankful for what we do have, and the ability to work with these fine young men, and the ability to even to go to practice. Sometimes practice seems like a grind, but when you take all that away, in April, May, I would have died to have any practice, and those kids too. So I'm glad. I think it's worked out great. I think coaches and administrators and our health departments have done a terrific job to allow us to play this, and the way it's been great. Our kids, there's a few different rules. There's a few things, you maybe don't like, but I love playing football, and we can get through those things. So I'm just grateful. I guess I'd say thanks. I'm glad we can do it.
That's Coach Matt McFadden, head coach of the Cody Bronx. Coach, thank you so much for joining us on the pregame show. Good luck this Friday against Evanston, and looking forward to getting to the game and having a good time.
Awesome. Drive safe. Appreciate it.
And a big thank you to Coach Matt McFadden of the Cody Bronx for joining us on the pregame show. Well, it's almost here. 19 minutes to the kickoff. Evanston versus Cody. We're going to step aside. We'll have the Evanston side of our coaches show, and we come back on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come on in, Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come on in, Hotel and Suites, Casper.
This First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by T-Bar S Body Shop. Let T-Bar fix your car. Call 307-789-2639. And by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043. Welcome back to Spike VANOY Memorial Stadium on the campus of Cody High School. Tonight, the Cody Broncs host your Evanston Red Devils for their homecoming game. And the Red Devils come in with a 1-4 record, but don't let that fool you. All but one of those wins or losses are within 1 score. Of course, that would be the Riverton game, and there's a multitude of reasons why you could say that one went so wrong so quickly. But the Red Devils, in the last 2 weeks, played Lander to a 20-13 loss, and then, of course, lost the heartbreaker by 3 to the Green River Wolves. Lone win on the season comes in a 36-21 win against Mountain View on September 4th. And like I said, ever since then, it's been, with the exception of the Riverton losses, all 1-score games. Evanston looking for their first conference win of the season because they know they got to start piling on wins now if they're going to make a playoff run. When we come back, we'll hear from Coach Jim Burton of the Evanston Red Devils on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Here with football head coach Jim Burton. Coach Burton, coming off of the loss to Green River in the homecoming game, how are the boys' spirits heading into Friday night's matchup against Cody?
They're rebounding pretty well. I think spirits are fairly high. We had, so far, a good week of practice. Big thing is just making sure that we understand that, it's only a loss if you let it be a loss. That L stands for lesson. And if we learn from it, move on, we're going to be fine.
What lessons are you seeing in practice being taken away from this Green River contest that just wrapped up?
Big thing is focus on the small things, the little details that, being 2 or 3 yards away in coverage versus being on, that kind of thing. Blocking for that half a second longer, sustaining those blocks, getting to the second and third levels, just those little things that really change, hey, a 5-6 yard gain to a 20-yard gain to a touchdown. Those little extras are what we've been focusing on.
If I could ask you about it, one of the most memorable moments at the homecoming game for myself was after an Evanston touchdown, you jumped up on the bench and started pumping up the crowd. What was kind of going through your head at that moment?
I think I don't know if I didn't take enough blood pressure medicine or something, but I was a little excited. get a little worked up, but it was like, it's time to go. Let's do this. We wanted another score there, didn't get it, but yeah, I was a little worked up.
That's what makes the games fun. That's where you get memorable moments where you see the big student section kind of rally behind you guys. Moving forward to Cody, that game's on the road. What do you guys have to do in order to take care of business against the Bronx?
Well, we're going to have to, we played it. What's crazy about Friday, we played well enough to win. We have to do all those things and a little bit more. We've put some goals out there for the kids as far as, yards and points and things we're going to need to do to beat Cody. But they're big, they're physical, they're really good up front, both sides of the ball, and so that's where we're going to have to win it.
Looking at the stats, they're very much like us, where they're fairly run-heavy. It looks like it's going to be a battle between Nick Talich and Jagger Mitchell. Jagger, of course, is kind of the guy that is just super, super physical of a player. Do you think any other players are going to have to step up on the team in the backfield?
Jackson Moore's going to have to run the ball again when he finds the opening, when he sees the read. A couple of our A-backs are going to have to pick up some slack. And then obviously we're still going to have to, when they load the box, we're going to have to throw the ball. So that's still going to be part of what we do.
Talking about their offense, like we mentioned, Nick Talich is the guy that they turn to. What are you noticing on film, and what do you think you have to do in order to stop him?
Well, the big thing is linebackers and D-line reading the keys. They do run a lot of counter. They run a lot of toss counter. They're pulling guards. They're pulling tackles. They're pulling people. As long as we read those things and get into our job, we're going to be fine. Where they get you is that, you overplay one version of what they're doing, whether it's the dive or the counter or the toss, and they come back the other way. And as long as you're reading the keys, their O-line take you to the ball. But big thing is we have to do that. We have to be disciplined. It's almost like playing option offense. You have to do your job.
With only 4 games left in the regular season, are you starting to sense a little bit of an urgency from these boys in order to start stacking up the wins to give themselves a chance to get into the playoffs?
Definitely. You start looking, okay, we need X amount of wins to get in. Makes it a little harder after you lose the opener, but definitely they're looking to find some wins.
That's Coach Jim Burton, Evanston High School football coach. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck against Cody. Is there anything else you'd like to cover?
No, thank you. Go Big Red.
And a big thank you to Coach Jim Burton for joining us on the Pitchfork pregame show. Well, we are about 11 and a half minutes away from the kickoff. We're going to step aside, and we come back. We're going to give you our players to watch, as well as what happened last time these two teams showed down, and then it will be kickoff time. Live from Cody, Evanston versus the Bronx on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers. We know cement. 307-789-1515. As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Welcome back to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com. ELAN OLLIFF bringing you the action live from Spike VANOY Field, named after the longtime activities director here at Cody High School. As you can see, we're about 9 minutes away from kickoff, so we got through the pleasantries a little bit early, so that gives us time to go ahead and talk about our players to watch for the Cody Broncs. Let's start with them. Quarterback Caleb Pryor, a 6'2", 185-pound senior. Comes in with a 27 and a 57 completion attempt record. 340 yards total, averaging around 85 a game. 7 touchdowns. That is good enough for third in the 3A to only 1 interception. So they don't throw the ball a lot, but when they do, Mr. Pryor is very, very efficient. Other players to watch will be tight end Keaton Stone, 6 foot, 185-pound senior, 27 yards per game, 15.4 yards per reception, 7 receptions, 108 total yards receiving. 38 is his longest play of the day of the season, and 2 touchdowns. You'll notice that this Cody Broncs offense spreads it around a lot. Also, we'll be keeping an eye on running back Chaz Cowie, the 5'7", 140-pound junior, averaging 45.5 yards per game, 7.9 yards per attempt, 182 total, and a long run of 56 with 1 touchdown. Also, we'll be keeping an eye on, traditionally he's their starting running back, but for some reason tonight, he is not going to be in there, and I'm telling you why. Because he's one of the best defensive players in the state. That is number 49, Nick Talich, the middle linebacker, averaging 28 defensive points a game, 47 total tackles, 11.8 tackles a game. He's got 4 sacks, 2 interceptions, and that is who to watch on Cody. On our side of the ball, Evanston Red Devils will have quarterback Jackson Moore, the 5'9", 140-pound junior, with a 17 of 37 completion attempt ratio, 283 yards total, 71 per game, 3 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, but this is a running team, first and foremost, led by Jagger Mitchell. The 5'10", 180-pound senior, 91.2 yards per game. That's good enough for 7th in the 3A. 4.1 yards an attempt, 365 total yards, a long run of 25. But here's the kicker, 6 rushing touchdowns. That's tied for 2nd in the 3A with Landers' Jack Sweeney. Another player to watch, we'll keep an eye on number 23, the junior, Quentin Elmer. He stands 5'8", 128 pounds, was the recipient of our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game. Right now leads the Red Devils, averaging 32.8 yards per game, 26.2 yards of reception on 5 attempts, 131 total, with that 43-yard touchdown from last week, his longest, and 1 touchdown. And then, of course, we got to talk the big man, number 44, Cade Frankham, 6'3", 175-pound senior, 18 yards per game, 18 receptions, 4 receptions, 72 total yards, and 1 touchdown. Last time these two teams faced off was, of course, in Evanston last year on the 4th of October. So 2 days away from being 365 days. Final score, Cody 21, Evanston 6. We saw exactly why Cody was expected to make a deep playoff run last year firsthand, and they're expected to do so again in 2020. Right now, we are about 5 minutes away from the kickoff. Let's go ahead and give you a few more numbers to chew on. Cody comes in with the number 3 defense in the state, averaging, only allowing 184 total yards. We're going to go ahead and do the national anthem. We'll step aside, and we come back. We'll continue the countdown to kickoff on our First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Football on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
A yes vote for the Fieldhouse Initiative on November 3rd benefits Evanston, plus makes a huge difference in the lives of Evanston high school students. Teams won't have to practice in the snow. They can run on a track instead of through the halls, and with more space, practice times can be adjusted. A yes vote November 3rd gives Evanston a place to host tournaments and other special events that generate revenue for our economy. Vote yes for the Fieldhouse Initiative November 3rd.
Paid for by the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse.
Welcome back to the First Mega Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Before the break, we were talking about the numbers on Jackson and Evanston. Of course, Jackson comes in with the number 3 defense in the league, only averaging 184 yards per game, and the number 1 rushing defense in the league, only allowing an astounding 52 yards per game. Evanston on the rushing offense is the number 5 team with 199 yards per game. The one weakness in Cody's game is the passing. They are towards the bottom in the passing defense, averaging 132 yards per game. Evanston passing, though, towards the bottom in offense at 73.5 yards per game. So it'll be interesting to see if Coach Jim Burton goes out there and throws the ball just a little bit more. Let's go ahead and give you a weather update as we get ready to see the Red Devils kick off. It's 63 degrees and a clear Cody, Wyoming evening sky as we get set for this matchup between the Bronx and the Evanston Red Devils. Other games happening in the 3A tonight. We've got Jackson will be going to Green River, Warland at Rollins, and Lander at number 5 Douglas, Riverton at Buffalo. So those are the games we'll be keeping an eye on. By the way, it's in the second quarter. Powell beating Star Valley 14-0. Evanston will be ready to kick off this one. We also want to remind you about the My Local Radio chat room. This is a tool for you to root on your favorite Red Devil. And checking in on the chat room now, Paige Tannenbaum out of California as the Bronx welcome in their team. 2 horseback riders out in front of the Bronx who are clad in navy blue uniforms with gold numerals. Red Devils in their white away uniforms with red numerals, of course, the red helmet. Evanston versus Cody. The Bronx, the number 2 team in the state in the latest coaches and media poll conducted by YO Preps. As we are down to less than a minute on this one. And we are ready to get started. The first quarter brought to you by the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. For all the important information on this very important project, visit Facebook, Evanston Community Fieldhouse. As the sun is already beginning to set, a sign that we are getting later in the year and the days are getting shorter. Red Devils getting ready for kickoff here as they won the toss and deferred to the second half. Nick Child will do the honors for the Red Devils. Micah Lichty, the field goal kicker and soccer captain for Evanston, will be doing the field goal kicks. At least that's how it's been the last few years. Cody will receive going right to left on mylocalradio.com. They've got number 30, Nathan Wilson, receiving, as well as another one whose number is kind of hidden from me at the moment. It'll be Chaz Cowie as well receiving. So he was one of our highlighted players at the very beginning of this matchup. Want to welcome to the broadcast Parker Burton. He's going to be bringing you the camera action on mylocalradio.com. 12 minutes go on the clock. Red Devils talking with the umpire one last time before we get ready for kickoff. Again, Evanston will be moving from left to right. They'll be kicking it off to Cody, who move right to left. Hardly any wind to speak of at the moment. It was blowing a little bit earlier when we first got here, but it has calmed down, and it's making for a beautiful night under the Friday night lights. Evanston breaks the huddle, and now we will see the Red Devils kick it off. I believe that's Micah Lichty out there to do the long kickoff, so he will, yes it is, he will go it as he puts up his left hand, runs up, and kicks a line drive kick, fielded on the far side. It's going to get to the end zone, and Evanston gets a touchback. It looked like Wilson over on the far side tried to get the line drive squib kick, but it just kind of bounced past him and out the back of the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bronx. Ball on the 20. "12 minutes on the clock, and we get a first chance to see this spread offense run by Caleb Pryor, the senior. He is wearing a white kind of elbow to wrist sleeve. He's in a pistol formation, hands off. Cody going straight ahead into a pile of Red Devils. That will be a pickup of about 5 yards for Cody, and it'll be 2nd and 5 on the Cody 25. Bronx pitches to the outside. Good catch there by the Cody Bronx number 1. He gets to the near sideline and picks up the first down all the way to about the 35 of the Bronx. Cody Phillips on the carry. Cade Frankham in on the stop. Ball will be on the 38 of the Bronx. 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs. Pitch, it's in and out of his hands on the right side. Falling on top of it was a Cody Bronk. Drew Trotter bobbled the ball, dropped it, and jumped on top of it. They lose yards on the play. A loss of about 4 or 5. Mason Erickson on the stop. And they lose 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and about 16 from about the 30. Handoff to Phillips. So he goes straight ahead, and the Red Devils able to meet him after he picks up about 6 yards on the play. After the Cody Phillips run, ball will be spot on the 39 of Cody. It'll be 3rd and 10. So a gain of 6 for Phillips. And now Pryor goes into the shotgun formation. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap, looking to throw, left side. That one caught at the 45, brought down short of the first down. Great stop there for Evanston. Brandon Van Giesen on the tackle. It'll be 4th and about 1 on the play. So the Red Devils going to see if they'll get the ball back via punt or if Cody's going to go for it since it is so short. No, they gave it to him. They just changed the down marker, and it's now 1st and 10 from the 47 of Cody. Pryor in the shotgun formation, sends a man in motion. Drops back, throws to the left side, caught by a wide open man around the 45. Crossed the 40 and brought down. Give it to Cody Phillips with a 13-yard pass. And the Red Devils now have the Bronx in their own territory. Ball spot on the 43 of Evanston. Pryor pitches to Phillips on the left side, flag in the backfield. He goes to the near sideline and is shoved out of bounds by Jackson Moore. We'll see what the penalty is as he runs over and talks with the Cody coach, Matt McFadden, who shakes his head, so I'm guessing this is coming back, and it will be on Cody. So an illegal shift on the Bronx, so that'll make them lose 5 yards after a good gain there by Phillips. And it'll be 1st and 15 from the 43-yard line. They ought to get about to the 32 of Evanston. So 1st and 15 coming up for the Bronx. Homecoming night here in Cody as the Red Devils are the guests of the Bronx. Cody moving from right to left, just getting started. No score. Pitches to Phillips, who makes his way to the near side numbers, goes to the sideline. He's got room. Finally shoved out of bounds by Jagger Mitchell somewhere around the 20. So a big, big pickup of about 20 yards on the play. And Cody doing a good job. Ball will be placed on the 23 of the Red Devils. Cody's Caleb Pryor in the shotgun formation, sends a man in motion, hands it off, and going straight ahead, Cody finally brought down Jackson Schroeder. And I think they are going to give them the first down. If not, it's going to be close. Ball spotted around the 10. It'll be exactly on the 10-yard line, and it is 1st and goal, Cody. Shotgun formation, handoff to Schroeder. He bounces to the right side. He drags one Evanston Red Devil all the way. Did he get in there? I'm waiting for the signal from the referee. I never actually saw the signal from the referee, but judging that they are switching personnel, it is 6-0 Cody after Phillips dragged a Red Devil 10 yards. Kick is up and it is good. And it is 7-0 Cody with 9:05 left on the clock. Evanston will get their first chance when we come back with plenty of time left in the first quarter, brought to you by the Community Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Red Devils trail 7-0 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
A yes vote for the Fieldhouse Initiative on November 3rd benefits Evanston, plus makes a huge difference in the lives of Evanston high school students. Teams won't have to practice in the snow. They can run on a track instead of through the halls, and with more space, practice times can be adjusted. A yes vote November 3rd gives Evanston a place to host tournaments and other special events that generate revenue for our economy. Vote yes for the Fieldhouse Initiative November 3rd.
Paid for by the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse.
That drive took about 3 minutes and 5 seconds off the clock. 9:05 left in the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse, and Evanston's going to get their first offensive drive. Cade Frankham and Stetson Wiedrich to receive for the Red Devils, hoping to put a Farmers Insurance Jeff Piper Agency touchdown on the board to match the one that Cody just got. Cody kicks a high end-over-end kick. It bounces, picked up by Cade Frankham around the 15. Trying to find room to the outside. Makes one man miss. He's got room. Goes across the 20. Finally tripped up around the 35 of the Red Devils. So a good return for Cade Frankham. Possibly one block away from tying this ball game up. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball spotted around the 37-yard line of Evanston. 8:56 remaining in the first quarter. Now we'll see Jackson Moore and the Red Devils offense, see how they can match up against this Cody defense. High snap. He bobbles it, pitches it to the right side. The ball is loose. Jagger Mitchell cannot fall on top of it. Neither can a few Cody Bronx, but they finally do. Cody gets the ball on the 25. It was a pitch to Jagger Mitchell. First, the play was off to a rough start. When the snap came high at Jackson Moore, almost looked like he wasn't expecting it. And then he pitched it to the outside to Jagger Mitchell, who definitely was not looking for that. The ball was on the turf, and Cody jumped on top of it. 1st and 10 Bronx from the Evanston 28. Pryor in the shotgun formation, dropping back to pass. Looking near side, sacked in the backfield. Give it to Derek Johnson. Loss of about 6 on the play. Original line of scrimmage was about the 26-yard line, but they lose significant yardage on the play. It'll be a loss of 7 thanks to the sack of Derek Johnson. Pryor hands off to his man, Phillips, who goes around the right side, picks up the 1st down, still on his feet, and pushes the pile, finally shoved out of bounds around the 10-yard line. We'll see where they spot this one. That was actually Drew Trotter. And Cody picks up about 22 yards on that play. Ball will be, oh, there's a flag on the field. We'll see if it's who it's going to be on. All the momentum right now with Cody. Let's see what the flag is. It'll be on Evanston, so that moves the ball ever closer. Ball spot on the 5-yard line of the Red Devils. So first, handoff to Trotter, who goes straight ahead. Evanston's able to tangle him up. I got a little confused. The down counter on the far side said 2nd, but I know it was 1st and goal. Van Giesen makes the stop, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Ball around the 2 or 3 of Evanston. Pryor pitches to the outside. That's going to be a big run for Wilson. Does he get beat to the corner? No. Red Devils able to sling him out on the left sideline. Ball on the 1, but I do see dirty laundry on the field. Waiting to see what the call is. Blocking the back on Cody. They'll lose 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so don't know where the new spot will be as they are marching back towards the 15. It'll be on the 14-yard line, so a significant loss of yardage there due to the penalty. And Cody will now take over. 2nd and goal from about the 15-yard line of the Red Devils. Pryor in the shotgun formation, sends a man in motion, rolls to the right side, throws a bullet caught in the end zone by the big man, Keaton Stone. We talked about him earlier. And a 15-yard pass for the touchdown to Stone. And Cody jumps on top of the Red Devils. 13-0. Kicker coming in for the Cody Bronx. And no, it's a fake. They completely fooled him, and it was a wide open chance for an extra 2 points. But in the end zone, Keaton Stone dropped it, and it'll remain 13-0. We'll be right back with Evanston, hopefully getting a chance after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on my local radio, NK9.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
Red Devils trail 13-0 after a 15-yard touchdown pass by tight end Keaton Stone. And then they went for 2 on the fake field goal. Stone dropped it in the end zone, so that's why it is 13-0. Kicking it off for the Red Devils will be, for Cody will be Lane Road. And that one, a line drive kick right into the arms of Cade Frankham. He drops it, picks it up at the 15, rushes to the left side, tripped, and brought down around the 20. They may spot this one around the 19. 7:15 left. And they'll start on their own 20. So Red Devils only one offensive play, and it was one of those ones where it just kind of went wrong from the start. A bad snap to Jackson Moore, and then he pitches it to the outside to Jagger Mitchell. Miscommunication, balls on the turf, and Cody gets it on the fumble. Evanston looking to recover. Jackson Moore hands it to the big man. It looked like Peyton Vernon on the play. No, it'll be Jagger. Sorry, and that'll be a gain of actually a loss of 1 on the play. So 2nd and 11, ball on the 19 of the Red Devils. Moore under center, empty backfield. Sends Quentin Elmer in motion. Gives it on the option to Jagger. And he'll pick up 2 yards on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 9 from the 21 of the Red Devils. Jackson Moore in the shotgun formation. Standing directly to his right is Jagger Mitchell. Moore takes the snap. Quick pass, left side, caught at the 25. Almost to the first down. It's going to be close if they give it to him. And a great catch there by Stetson Wiedrich. And they do. It's a Paige, Beverly, and Billy Tannenbaum first down. Good luck, Red Devils, from the biggest Evanston fans in the state of California. Shotgun formation for Moore. Throws left side. Finds his man Wiedrich. A good pickup on the far side. And then falls out of bounds. About a gain of 7 yards on the play. So that is the second consecutive pass to Wiedrich. Moore might be trying to build a rapport with him. 2nd and 4, ball around the Evanston 35-yard line. Jackson Moore in the shotgun formation. Keep an eye on Cade Frankham on the near side. He's not gone to him yet. Moore looking near side, looks for Frankham, makes the catch around the 40. Oh my goodness, he loses the ball. Taken away by Drew Trotter of Cody. That was going to be another first down. Frankham made the catch. He got spun around and lost control of the football. And now Cody with another chance. They will start on the Evanston 41-yard line. Pryor dropping back. He's got pressure. He tucks it, runs himself, gets across the 25, brought down for the first down. Ball will be spotted just shy of the 30. And it's a new set of downs for Cody. Uncharacteristic mistakes by the Red Devils here in this first quarter. You know that they're trying to correct that. As the snap goes to Trotter, pitch to the outside to Phillips. He finds the left sideline, goes across the numbers, finally slung out of bounds by Derek Johnson. Pickup of about 7 yards on the play. It'll be second and actually 4 yards on the play, so 2nd and 6. Ball on the 36 of Cody. Hand off to Nelson. He goes straight ahead. Flag, looked like a flag thrown on the Evanston sideline. It will be another first down for Cody pending the penalty. See what the call is. Ball spot now on the 22 of Evanston. It'll be a sideline warning against the Red Devils. They've not moved the chains quite yet, and the spotting judge is not where he needs to be. They do give it to him, so first down for the Cody Bronx. 1st and 10 around the 20. Handoff going straight ahead. Was one of the many Bronx who's getting this ball. That looked like Brady Deming. He'll pick up about 5 yards on the rush, and it'll be 2nd and 5. Ball on the 15. Handoff going straight ahead again, another time, and a flag, multiple flags thrown as the Red Devils gang tackle him. It's going to be a first down. Kellen George on the carry for Cody. See what the flag is. It is going to be a first down if it's on Evanston. There's like 3 or 4 flags thrown in the play in the pile. And it's a personal foul, face mask on the Red Devils, taking them half the distance to the goal. So they thought they'd get it around the 10, and now they're going to spot the ball around the 4-yard line. Handoff to Phillips, goes to the left sideline and wins the race to the corner. Touchdown, Cody. And the Bronx have come in here and proved why they are the number 2 team in the state after the 5-yard touchdown rush by Cody Phillips. No, they got overturned. Holding penalty on Cody. Holding penalty on Cody. I did not see the flag. And now the Bronx get pushed back all the way back here to about the 18-yard line of the Red Devils. So Pryor now at 1st and goal from the 18 after the penalty. Fakes the screen pass, now looking deep. Had a man open in the end zone, Devin Ingdahl, but overthrows him on the near corner, so it'll be 2nd and goal from the 18. Red Devils going to try to come up with a big stand here. Try to limit their losses a little bit. Handoff right side, that's Phillips. Barrels forward, a good pickup there. All the way to about the 5. Derek Johnson on the stop. So gain of 13 for Phillips. And it'll be 3rd and goal from the 5 of the Red Devils. Ball happening on the far hash. Really nothing taking place on that near hash quite yet. Looks like we have an injured Red Devil who gets up on his own and walks off on his own power. As soon as we see that number, we'll let you know who it is. As Pryor runs over, gets the play from his coach, Matt McFadden, and runs back to the huddle. Wildcat, this time it goes to the running back, going into the Red Devil pile, and they push him back. They tried to go Wildcat to Jackson Schroeder, which is a direct snap to the running back, and he goes straight into a wall of white and red and gets shoved back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and goal, and now that'll bring up Jackson Gale to kick it 1 for 3 for field goals. This is going to be roughly a, see where they spot the on the 5. No, they're going to go for it. They're going for it. 4th and goal. Looks like a timeout taken by the Red Devils. We'll take it as well. Red Devils in a 4th and goal stand, trying to keep Cody at bay and kill the momentum. It's 19-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard with 3:23 left in the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. 4th quarter on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and My Local Radio.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
Welcome back to Spike VANOY Memorial Stadium. Evanston Red Devils on a 4th and goal from the 5 for the home team, the Cody Bronx. So it's basically if they can go 5 yards, they'll get the touchdown. If not, Evanston will get it. Turnover on downs. Parker Burton, the son of Jim Burton, bringing you the camera work as it's a snap to Pryor. He's got pressure in the backfield. He's looking for somewhere to go. He throws it. It is intercepted. Red Devils intercepted. Jackson Moore in the end zone. Red Devils get a turnover of their own. And that was a big play by Evanston. We're just going to try to zoom in the camera a little bit more. Parker, you okay with that? All right, so the Red Devils taking over on their own 20 after the big interception in the end zone by Jackson Moore. Because the camera is zoomed out, you probably didn't notice. It looked like it was a low pass, but Moore dove to his knees to take it away. INT in the end zone ends that drive, and Evanston will start on their own 20. Bad snap over the head of Jackson Moore. He goes all the way back to his end zone. He's going to rush it, finds the far sideline, across the 20, and then runs out of bound just shy of the 30. Way to be heads up. Jackson Moore on the blown play, running for his life, and somehow, some way turns that in to positive yardage. 3:04 left in the community to build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. 2nd and 5 from the 25 of the Red Devils. Wow, what a play by Jackson Moore to just kind of kill the negative energy that has been going on. Snap to Moore. Dropping back. He's got pressure. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws it away. And it'll be 3rd and 5, Red Devils from the 25. Great pressure being brought there by the big man, Nick Talich. We talked about him in the pregame show, one of the best defensive players in the state. Want to give a big thank you to Paige Tannenbaum Haley Frankham, DPQ Studies, and Mark Medea for joining us in the My Local Radio chat room. Give us a shout out to your favorite Red Devil in that chat room, as it'll be 3rd and 5 Red Devils. Hand off to Jagger Mitchell, running straight into a wall of blue, and he picks up 2 yards. It's not going to be enough for the Page, Billy, and Beverly Tannenbaum first down, and the Red Devils have to figure out a way to stop the momentum of this Cody Bronx team. They need to get together and figure out how they can put up some Farmers Insurance, Jeff Piper Agency touchdowns on the board. They trail 19-0, and now Jagger Mitchell, they're going to go for it, actually. No, Jagger Mitchell, the punt. Sorry, I thought I saw Jackson Moore. Flag on the play, caught at the 40, and rushed across the 50 by Jackson. They are by Cody. Good rush there by Cody Phillips. He gets all the way to the Red Devil 30, but there's a flag on the play. This could be coming back. Riker Case makes the stop for Evanston, and Cody has had primo field position all night. Illegal shift on Evanston. Penalties decline. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. So Cody will take over on their own on the Evanston 30. 1st and 10 on the near hash. 2:03 left in the community to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse first quarter, and it's 19-0 Bronx. Pryor in the pistol formation, sends a man in motion, pitches to Trotter. He takes it around the right side, sets in Weidrich in pursuit, but he's dragging a few Red Devils, a pickup of about 8 on the play for Drew Trotter. It'll be a first or 2nd and 3, so a gain of 7 on the play. Ball on the 22. Handoff to Wilson. He makes 1 Red Devil miss, but the 2nd Red Devil makes the grab. Looked like Jagger Mitchell on the stop, and it's a first down. So a rush of 4 on the play. Jagger makes the stop, ball spotted on the 19 of Evanston. 1:19 and counting left in the community to build Evanston Community Fieldhouse first quarter. Shotgun snap to Pryor. Hands off to Phillips. He goes from the right side to the left side, trying to find room. Makes a bunch of spin moves, but Evanston finally brings him down after a good gain. It's close to the first down, but I don't know if he quite got there yet. It will be 2nd and about a long 1. Ball on the, we'll call it the 11-yard line of Evanston. Pitch to the left side to Cody Phillips. He's got the sideline, the corner. And it's a touchdown. Another one. Good run there by Cody Phillips. He started on the far side of the field, then reversed to the near side, find the sideline, and beat the Red Devil defense to the corner. That will be a big run there for Cody. And now, to attempt the field goal or the extra point, Jackson Gale. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. So we'll add 7 more points for Cody, and it's 25-0 on No, that math is wrong. I'm looking for them to update the score. It says only 20-0, but it was 19 earlier, so 26-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And Cody running away with this one. I gave them some extra points somewhere. Apologies. 20-0 Cody on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 33.3 seconds left in the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Phillips with a touchdown. And it'll be Evanston's turn. They've got to kill this tide, and they got to get some Farmers Insurance Jeff Piper Agency touchdowns of their own. Lane Road to kick it off deep for the Bronx. So they've got a kicker who does field goals and a kicker who does long ones. This one kind of a squib kick. Over to Cade Frankham. He'll go to the right side, makes one man miss, tries to find a hole. Cross the 30 and is gang tackled around the 31-32 of the Red Devils. Radakovic in on the stop for the Bronx. Ball on the 33 of Evanston to start this drive. Evanston has to get going, and they have to get going now before this gets out of hand. Still in the first quarter, and it's 20-0 Cody on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. They need a Farmers Insurance, the Jeff Piper Agency touchdown. Jackson Moore in the shotgun formation takes the snap. Rolling to the left side, throws for Stetson Wiedrich. Caught at the 35, trying to get to the 40 and shoved out of bounds on the far numbers. Good pickup there on the pass by the Red Devils. It'll be second and about 3 from the Red Devil 40. We talked about it in the pregame show. Cody struggles against the pass towards the bottom of the barrel in passing defense. If Evanston can get the pass going, that might be a thing to look at. And, quarterback keeper for Jackson Moore, across the 45, and then runs out of bounds around the 50. It's a Billy Page and Beverly Tannenbaum, first down. Called a gain of around 8 for Jackson Moore. Ball on the center stripe. Dead center field. Moore, quarterback keeper, rolls out to his left side, crosses midfield, and goes out of bounds on the left hash. He picks up about 4 yards on the play, and it'll be second down and actually 2 yards on play. Second down and 8. Ball on the 48 of Cody. Moore takes the snap, rolls to his right, goes the short packs to Wiedrich. He's at the 50, makes one man miss, and is gang tackled around the 45 of Cody. And that is going to do it for the first quarter, brought to you by the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Score is Cody 20, Evanston nothing. After 1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back with quarter number 2, brought to you by Callis Automotive, on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com. Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today. Red Devils will take it over. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the Cody 45. Switching position now, going from right to left on mylocalradio.com as we bring you to the second quarter. 20-0 Cody on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Jackson Moore stands in the 50 in the shotgun formation, takes a snap, throws, finds his man around the 40, and that's going to be a first down for Evanston. Great reception there by Peyton Cornea. A pickup of about 12 yards on the play, and that's another Paige, Billy, and Beverly Tannenbaum first down. Go Red Devils from the biggest Red Devil fans in the state of California. Ball spot on the 46 of Cody as the Red Devils get a fresh set of downs on the near hash. Red Devils in their white row uniforms, red numerals. Cody in their navy blue and gold numerals. Jackson Moore intercepted at the 45, crossed the 40, headed for midfield. He could go all the way at the 30, 20, great block, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown. A pick six by Jackson Schroeder, and Cody is going wild. Jackson Schroeder made that catch around the 25, so a 75-yard pick six for Schroeder. And it's a shame because Evanston was really moving the ball well that drive. And Schroeder was just able to take care of that. Here comes Gale to kick the ball through the uprights to make it a 27-0 lead, and that's exactly what he does. Well, we still got plenty of time left in the first half. The second quarter brought to you by Callis Automotive. It's 27-0 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football. Evanston trails Cody on KNYN and mylocalradio.com.
When your vehicle needs new tires, any tire store can get you back on the road. But only Plains Tire can get you rolling again with the peace of mind that you were treated well, paid a fair price, and that you'll be taken care of for the life of the tire. At Plains Tire, trained tire technicians mount and expertly balance your new tires, replace the valve stems, and hand check each lug nut to make sure it's all tight and secure. Plus, you'll get lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations only at Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston. Visit plainstire.com.
Red Devils trail 27-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in the second quarter, brought to you by Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer. With a friendly, knowledgeable staff, you'll always get that Napa know-how at Callis Automotive. 27-0 Cody on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard after the 75-yard pick six by Jackson Schroeder. And Cody having a good homecoming game against the Red Devils. They're the number 2 team in the state. High end over end kick. Frankham runs up and makes the catch. Or that's actually Wiedrich. He goes to the far sideline and gets brought down around the 20. Flags in the air. We'll see what this is going to be and if it affects things for the Red Devils. Ball will be on the Evanston 20. Face mask on Cody, so that'll be 15 yards, so that should move them to about the 35 of Evanston. So the Red Devils catch a break, and hopefully they can capitalize it. They need to put their own run together, full of Paige, Beverly, and Billy Tannenbaum first downs, and Farmers Insurance, the Jeff Piper Agency, touchdowns. Going straight ahead, that looked like Jackson Moore on a quarterback keeper. No gain on the play. Actually, it was Jagger who went straight ahead. And they'll give him around 2 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 8, ball on the 36, 37-yard line of the Red Devils. Shotgun formation for Moore. Keeps it on the option, jumps over one person, crosses the 40, gets brought down around the 42, 43-yard line. So a good gain there on the play as Jackson Moore actually stopped at progress. They're going to give him only about a yard on the play. They must have shoved him back a little bit further, and it'll be 3rd and 7, ball on the 38-yard line. Timeout called by the Red Devils. We're going to take it as well. 27-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard with just under 10 minutes left in the second quarter, brought to you by Callis Automotive on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and My Local Radio.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Ball around the 38 of the Red Devils. As Evanston looking to try to get something started. 9:59 left in the second quarter, brought to you by Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer. Shotgun formation for the Red Devils. Jackson Moore and Jagger Mitchell in the backfield. Moore takes it, throwing deep downfield, and it is incomplete. Intended for Cade Frankham on the far sideline. He would have caught it around the 30 for a huge gain. And that turns it in to 4th and 6 for the Red Devils on the 38. On their own 38. So we'll probably see Jagger Mitchell go out to punt it away. And Cody getting ready to receive it again. Snap to Jagger. That punt, it was blocked. It drops around the 50, picked up around the 45, and brought down. There's a flag on the play. I think they got to Jagger. He's limping around. Is it going to be roughing or running into? Roughing the kicker. Red Devils get the ball back. And the referees in the stands are not happy with that call. Evanston gets a break, and the Red Devils get the first down after the roughing the kicker penalty. Jagger Mitchell still walking around a little bit. He is on his own power, does not appear to be getting ready to come out. The Boo Birds raining down here at Cody. And that is a big, big penalty here for the Red Devils to see if they can take advantage of it. Ball moved all the way up to the 46 of Cody. Evanston has to take control of this one. Pistol formation, the short shotgun for Jackson Moore. He's got Jagger Mitchell in the backfield. Sends a man in motion. He keeps it himself and is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of one on the play. And Jackson Moore. No, he loses the football. They say it's a fumble. And Cody got it back. Jackson Moore with the fumble, and Cody got it back. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the Evanston 44 for Cody. Pryor takes the snap, looking downfield, goes for the screen pass to Trotter. Across the 45, and finally gang tackled around the 43, 42-yard line of the Red Devils. So every single Evanston offensive possession has ended in a fumble of some sort. Red Devils have to clean that up. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ball on the 42-yard line of Evanston. Handoff to Schroeder, who goes straight into the pile, brought down by Jagger Mitchell. Goes across the 40, and they're going to give it to him around the 36-yard line. 3rd down and about 3 to go. They got to get to the 29, and the handoff to Schroeder as he goes straight ahead. Red Devils able to meet him in the backfield for a loss, so it'll be 4th down and about 4 to go. Derek Johnson in on the stop. And the Broncs are going to go for it. Shotgun formation for Cody, and they draw a man off sides. Cody with the hard count. And it made a Red Devil jump offside. It's a 5-yard penalty. And that gives Cody a fresh set of downs. 7:42 remaining in the Callis Automotive second quarter. Ball on the 29 of the Red Devils. Pryor takes the snap, looking to throw, goes to the left side, bounces at the turf around the 25 at the feet of Cody Phillips. So an incomplete pass. Shotgun formation for Pryor. Hands off to Trotter, who just goes straight ahead, and Evanston's able to kind of wrap him up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and 10 for the Broncs. Cody Phillips runs onto the field for the Broncs, as it's a 27-0 game with 7:08 and counting left in the Callis Automotive second quarter. Pryor takes the snap, pitches it to the outside, running to the near numbers, cross the 30, brought down around the 25. Good run there by number 7, Chaz Cowie. Peyton Corney on the stop. It'll be 4th down for the Broncs. After the pickup of 7 yards. They're going to go for it. 27-0 Cody here in the first half. Pryor keeps it, rushes forward. Jagger Mitchell in on the stop, and they do enough to pick up the first down. A 4-yard gain for Caleb Pryor. And at 6:14 left in the first half, it's 27-0. Broncs, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 of Evanston. Whistle blows, and it looks like they need an official timeout. Now we're ready to go. 1st and 10, Cody, from the 20 of the Red Devils. Snap to Pryor, looking to pass, bullet pass downfield. A diving catch there by J.Q. Vrooman, but they're going to say it bounced off the turf. Looked like he might have grabbed it, but he grabbed it off of the turf. It'll be second and 10 from the 20 of the Red Devils for Cody. Pryor takes the snap. Hands off, going straight ahead is Chaz Cowie. Picks up, still on his feet. Somehow, some way, he gets the first down. I thought they brought him down about 4 yards ago, but Cowie stays on his feet and rushes it out to the 10. Through the middle of the Evanston pile, and it's first and goal for Cody. First and goal from the 10 of the Red Devils for the Bronx. 27-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 5 minutes and 17 seconds and counting in the Callis Automotive second quarter. Shotgun formation for Pryor. He's got pressure. He eludes it, but now he's on the run. Running away from the big man. Oh, what a run there by the Evanston Red Devils. He was flushed out by Braxton Bauer, and then Stetson Wiedrich makes the absolute charge down the line and hits him. No gain on the play, second and 10 from the 10-yard line of the Red Devils, so second and goal. 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half. I want to invite you to join us for the halftime show where we'll have highlights, scores from around the state, and our Excellence in Evanston interview. Handoff to Chaz Cowie, rolls around the near side, gets to the hash mark, and picks up 5 yards on picks up close to the touchdown, 9 yards on the play, looking over at the line judge, and they didn't give it to him, so a rush for 9 yards for Chaz Cowie. Ball on the near hash. Pryor in the shotgun formation takes the snap. Handoff to Cowie. He steps into the end zone. Touchdown, Cody. So a 1 yard rush by Cowie. And the Red Devils find themselves in a pretty deep hole. 33-0 pending the extra point. Jackson Gale boots it through the uprights, and it's 34-0 with still just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Again, this second quarter brought to you by Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer. Scott and the team at Callis Automotive invite you to stop in today, 744 Front Street in Evanston. Red Devils, it's been turnovers that's been kind of their kryptonite tonight as they trail 34-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We're going to keep it right here with 3:49 left in the Callis Automotive second quarter. Right now, the Red Devils trying to reverse this bad fortune that they've had. They had a good drive being built there, and then a 75-yard pick six by Schroeder. And then Evanston gets a break with the roughing the punter penalty. Next play, another fumble. Red Devils have yet to get it inside the Cody 40. Lane Road to kick it off for Cody. High end over end kick. It is in and out of the hands of Cade Frankham. He picks it up. Trying to get back to the 20. Makes one man miss, but then he swarmed in the backfield. Good kickoff coverage by the Bronx. Cade gets it out to around the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. Red Devils from their own 10. Blatt in on the stop for Cody. Ball on the far hash mark. Red Devils have to get to their own 20 for the first down. 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. Shotgun formation for Moore. Fakes the handoff. Short pass to the right side. Pickup of about 1 or 2 on the pass. Looked like Quentin Elmer there on the reception. Red Devils hoping to capture some momentum. 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 12 of Evanston. Under center. Moore hands off. And no gain on the play for Jagger. Keaton Stone on the stop for the Cody Bronx. If you listen to the Pitchfork this week, we had voice of the Bronx, Cole Havens, on, and he told us, look out for Keaton Stone. He is a difference maker, and he is proving that tonight. 3rd and 7 from the 13. Run straight ahead. And it'll be 4th and 7 from, or actually they picked up a yard, 4th and about 6 from the 14 with 2:15 left here in the half. 34-0 Cody on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Timeout taken. We'll take it as well. On a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and mylocalradio.com.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest, so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Welcome back to Spike VANOY Memorial Field as Jagger Mitchell gets ready to punt it away, standing around his own goal line. That one a good high punt and received around the Evanston 45, rushing to the near side numbers, gets across the 20 and brought down finally around the 15. Jagger Mitchell has to run up and make the play. Good return there by Keaton Stone. 2:02 left in the second quarter. We got a Red Devil down as people are coming to check up on him. Well, it all got started with a very methodical drive by Cody. 80 yards. The defense looked like they were slowing them down a little bit, and then Evanston in their first play from scrimmage lost the ball on a fumble, and Cody was able to turn that into a 15-yard touchdown run by Keaton Stone. They're going to replay the punt as there was an invalid fair catch call on Cody and a blindside on Evanston. So they're going to replay the punt as soon as this figure out what's going on with this injured Red Devil. Anyway, my point, if you remember the Super Bowl back in the 2013 season, Seattle Seahawks versus the Denver Broncos, Denver broke all of the offensive records. They were regarded as one of the best offenses in the history of the game. Well, what happens their first play from scrimmage in the Super Bowl? It's a snap over Peyton Manning's head, goes into the end zone, and it's a safety for Seattle. And right then and there, even the best offense to play the game in the last decade could not recover from a mistake like that. So the Red Devils kind of having a similar scenario happen here. Their first play from scrimmage results in a fumble that Cody turns in to a 2-possession lead. 34-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. With 2 minutes to go, Cody about to get the ball back on a 4th and 7 from Evanston's 13-yard line. Injured Red Devil was Cade Frankham. He's getting up, walking away. Hold on 1 second. So the blind side was not on Evanston, it was on Cody. So Cody returned it to about the 15-yard line, but both of those fouls are going to push them all the way back here, marching clear to around midfield. They're going to go across midfield. That blind side block really is going to kill them. They have a 34-0 lead on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And the ball is going to be placed around the 35 of Cody. So Evanston does not have to worry about playing in the shadow of their own end zone quite yet. .202 left in the Callis Automotive second quarter. Again, during our halftime show, we're going to have highlights, scores from around the state, and, of course, our Excellence in Evanston interview. This week we had a chance to sit down with Coach Dave DeRue, coach of the Evanston Special Olympics bowling squad. New quarterback, no, that's Pryor, dishes it to the right side. Cowie comes to the near side hash, steps out of bounds after picking up the first down around the 46 of Cody. So a pickup of 11 yards on the play, a new first down for the Broncs. Cody had their hearts broken in the semifinals last year against Powell. They went back and avenged that loss last week. Cody on a mission in the year 2020. Pryor cocks back, throws right side, and it is caught nearly over the head of the Evanston defender, Brandon Van Giesen, intended for Devin Ingdahl on the near sideline. That would have been caught around the 25, 20-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Cody trying to air it out. 2nd down, 10 to go from the 46 of the Broncs. Pryor pitches it to the outside. That's Cody Phillips. He gets over one Red Devil pile and finally steps out of bounds after a pickup of about 2 or 3 yards. Ball spotted on the 48 of Cody, so it'll be a gain of 2 on the play. 3rd and 8 from the Cody 48. Ball in the center. Pryor in the shotgun formation. He takes the snap. Looking to pass. Tucks it, pumps it, now rolls his left side, throws for the sidelines as Evanston was able to cover up any passing route that the senior had, and it'll be 4th and 8 from the 48 of Cody, so Evanston will get the ball back with 93 seconds left on the clock in the first half. 34-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Checking in on the My Local Radio chat room, want to thank Mark Medea for his analysis. Says turnovers will absolutely destroy any comeback attempt versus a quality opponent like Cody. Go Red Devils. Shotgun, punting it away will be Cody. Waiting for the snap. And that one, a line drive punt, bounces on the turf, in and out of the hands of one of the Red Devil, and he is wrapped up around the 15. Far sideline. It was Gustavo Cervantes, the sophomore, back on punt return duty. And the ball will be placed around the 16, 17-yard line of the Red Devils. 1 minute, 23 seconds left here in the second quarter, brought to you by Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer. They break the huddle, and the junior Jackson Moore will go under center. Moore surveys the line. Hands off, or a fake handoff. He keeps it. They sold the run to Derek Johnson, and that sprung Moore on the far sideline for a good pickup for the Red Devils. Ball, probably about a 5-yard pickup. They'll place it around the 25-24 of the Red Devils with less than a minute left to go. 2nd down and 5 to go from the 24 of Evanston. 51 seconds and counting in the half. Moore under center. Sticks it in the belly of Derek Johnson, and he'll rush ahead. For 1 if he's lucky. If not, he just got back to the line of scrimmage, and they will give him 1. Actually, they give him 4. It'll be 3rd and 3. Ball around the 25 of the Red Devils. They got to get it out to the 28. 14 seconds left. We'll see if they get a snap off before the half. Try to capture something here before the whistle. Moore under center. Hand off to the runner. He loses the football again. Evanston with another fumble. Did he dive on top of it? In the pile. Absolutely chaotic play. It was another handoff to Derek Johnson. And that is how the half ends on the 45 of Evanston. So halfway home, it's 34-0. Cody. That is the end of the Callis Automotive second quarter. Your local Napa dealer. Scott and the team at Callis Automotive invite you to stop in today. 744 Front Street in Evanston. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have our halftime show brought to you by the Uintah County Conservation District. On a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, it is 34-0. Cody on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on KNYN and mylocalradio.com. This First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by Jen's Life Photography. Local photography, whether it's family portraits or senior pictures, capture the moment with Jen's Life Photography. An Evanston local with a Utah number, 801-289-6161. And by Freeway Tire. With a friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service, and great prices come together. Call Freeway Tire at 307-789-8632.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
The mission of the Uintah County Conservation District is to be a leader in natural resource conservation by providing resources, education, technical assistance, and information for the development and improvement of our natural resources. To promote and protect agriculture, to protect the tax base, and promote the health, welfare, and safety of Uintah County residents. For information on the resources available to residents of Uintah County, Wyoming, visit the Conservation District website at www.uintahcountycd.com. That's uintahcountycd.com.
Welcome to our halftime show, brought to you by the Uintah County Conservation District. Let's go ahead and go through the halftime highlights, and it's been all Cody. They got their first yard capped off by a 10-yard touchdown by Schroeder, and then a 15-yard touchdown run by Stone. Phillips will add to it with another big touchdown run, a 75-yard pick six by Schroeder, and a 1-yard touchdown gallop by Chaz Cowie. Red Devils trail 34-0, and they have been plagued by the turnovers. A fumble in their first offensive possession, their second offensive possession, and their fourth offensive possession. And right before the half, it looked like it might had been a fumble, but it was the end of the half, so that one came of no consequence. Red Devils will receive the second half kickoff, and right now, if you're Coach Burton, you got to be telling your boys to just take a breath and execute. We've heard him talk about how this team has no shortage of effort and try, and that is something that is never in doubt. But now they just need to take a breath and do what they know how to do. We saw them do it against a Mountain View team. We saw them do it against Lander. They know how to dig out of holes, even though this hole might be a little bit too strong to dig out of. But right now, as we heard from Coach Burton in the pregame show, the L only stands for loss if you let it. It should stand for lesson. Let's go ahead and now look at the scores from around the state in the 3A, brought to you by YO Preps. Final score between Powell and Star Valley, and it is final score Powell 28, Star Valley 6. So the Powell Panthers showing that they are the real deal, taking care of the team out of Afton. In the fourth quarter, it's 39-17, Jackson over Green River. In the third quarter, 28-0, Worland over Rollins. At the half, it's Lander over number 5 Douglas 10-6, and Riverton shutting out Buffalo 10-0. Looking at the 4A rankings, Cheyenne East put a whooping on Cheyenne South 55-8. Rock Springs beat Laramie 36-15. Thunder Basin in the third quarter over Kelly Walsh 35-13. Cheyenne Central at the half over Campbell County 7-6. And Natrona at the half over number 4 Sheridan 7-3. Let's check in on the Bridger Valley. Lyman takes care of Kemmer. Final score 41-0. And at the half, Mountain View leads Pinedale 14-6. It's halftime here in Cody. It's also homecoming, so it'll be an extended halftime. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have our Excellence in Evanston interview, where we catch up with a member of the community who's truly exceptional. This week we had the chance to talk with Special Olympics bowling head coach Dave DeRue. We'll have Coach DeRue when we come back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com on the halftime show, brought to you by the Uintah County Conservation District.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosana Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, Our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils. West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Here with Coach Dave DeRue. Coach DeRue is the head coach of the Special Olympic program in the fall, the bowling program going on right now. Coach DeRue, if you could just kind of take a few minutes and kind of tell us how things are going in 2020 for you guys.
Well, things are going relatively well considering COVID, has hit Special Olympics too. So our state has certain guidelines they have to follow. And of course, the National Special Olympics has guidelines they have to follow. So we started a lot later this year than we have in the past, which kind of hurt things. But overall, we have a good number of kids back. We're capped at 25, and that includes the coaches. And then originally we were told we couldn't have unified partners this year, which is a big part of our program. We have the number one unified team in the state. And so when you take those away, it really limited last week at practice what we could do. So we only ended up with 8 bowlers last week. I was able to get that approved with the state so we could bring some unified kids back. And now we're going to be around 20 for the season. So it's looking good so far in our second week. And I like where the numbers are at.
For those that are not familiar with how Special Olympics goes, can you describe what unified is?
Sure. Unified is it's an athlete not classified with a disability. And so what the movement in Special Olympics has been is instead of just volunteering, they wanted the athletes to compete with the unified athletes. And so it just gives them a chance to work together and fill a bigger part of things that are going on. So that's the difference between a unified athlete and an athlete, is just one's classified with a disability and one's not, but they're competing together.
With the populations that you guys work with, some of them are considered high risk due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Are you guys seeing stricter guidelines than most sports?
I wouldn't say it's stricter, other than the fact that some of the stuff just totally got canceled. But as far as what we're able to do here in Evanston and the bowling, basically what we've had to do is exactly what our high school sports have had to do. We have to wear masks at practice. If we travel together, we have to wear masks. I informed all the kids, hey, if you get a ride home with somebody other than your immediate family, you need to wear your mask in your car. And so we're basically under the same guidelines now that any other school sport is. So that's kind of nice because you know exactly what they are.
So what is the culminating event for Special Olympics bowling this fall look like?
So this year, normally we go to Casper and have a meet, but that's been postponed. And so what we're allowed to do this year is host. We were just hosting ourselves as a culminating event. So October 24th from 9 to noon, we'll host a bowling tournament with our kids. We'll split them up, take the averages, put them in divisions just like they would do at area games or state games. And then we'll have a huge pizza party and celebrate our success here. And then the state will take those scores and they'll do like a virtual tournament. They'll compare them to scores with teams from Cheyenne, Casper. And so the kids will be able to win medals that way too, and not have to travel and get around the COVID restrictions.
That seems like a really innovative way to kind of get around all this. I mean, especially with bowling, it's not like it's course dominant or location dominant. It seems like it's pretty standard throughout the rest of the state. What can you say so far about the support that you've gotten from athletes, from parents in these uncertain times?
The support's been amazing. Even as early as August, hey, Coach Drew, are we going to have bowling? Hey, Coach Drew, what's going on with Special Olympics? The unified athletes. Hey, I heard we can't have unified athletes. And they're like, hey, can you look into that for us? So, it's been exciting in that way. Kids want to come back and they want to do it. And then just in the first 2 practices that we've had so far, the parents are like, man, it's so good to get my son or daughter out of the house. It's so good for these guys to be around each other again. And that's just like any other program. That's what you've heard in football and volleyball and cross country, golf. Is just good for the kids to get out and be together again. And they don't mind wearing the mask and following the guidelines just to be together again. So very positive so far.
How do you go about finding your unified athletes? Are they just students from the school that volunteer, or if you could talk about that process?
Yeah, so we'll make an announcement on our news program at the high school, and we'll invite anybody that wants to try out Special Olympics. Coach Berger has a peer advocate program at the high school, and a lot of those students that are in the peer advocate, they end up being unified partners. And then it's this kind of word of mouth. Hey, man, Special Olympics is awesome. It's so fun. It's so rewarding. And so we've picked up a lot of unified partners over the years that their friends did it, and then they come and do it, and then they tell their friends and their friends. And honestly, it got to a point last year where, we're almost getting too many unified partners, and we had to turn some kids down, which you never like to do, but, you're restricted in those areas. So that's basically how we go about getting the unified partners.
It's also... it's unfortunate you got to turn them down, but the fact that you had that much interest to be a part of this program just speaks volumes of the character of the kids at Evanston High School.
Absolutely. Our community, and especially our student athletes and our kids at the high school, and even it trickles down into the middle school just a little bit. But for the most part, our unifieds are from the high school. They're accepting. We've adjusted things at the high school. We've changed things. And our kids are just like, it's been a good movement since we started Special Olympics back up about 5 or 6 years ago. And it's helped our athletes, and it's helped our school in general, because just the awareness of disabled athletes and working with disabled athletes and giving them the same opportunities as any other kid has. And it's our community and our kids especially. It's been awesome to see the growth in that in the last past 5 years.
I know on a personal level this really hits close home to me, because I worked with a bunch of Paralympic athletes when I was younger, and just kind of getting that awareness of that there's a whole different type of sports world out there, and it's just the most incredible things to see. If someone had never attended a Special Olympics event, how would you describe it to them?
If you've never attended a Special Olympics event, and I have to describe it, it's unbelievable. It's there's so much joy and laughter, and it's not about wins and losses. It's about being around each other and about getting that strike for the first time, all season, and just everybody rooting for everybody else. It's like if you had to picture what the world should look like, if you go to a Special Olympics event, that's what it would look like. It's everybody rooting everybody on, and everything's positive, and there's smiles all around. And even in the gutter balls, there's high fives and things like that, or whatever sport you're in. It's an unbelievable thing to witness that, because we don't see that a lot in today's world.
Especially nowadays with what's going on, I think we can use all of the brightness and all the hope and all the joy that we can find. Again, can you remind us when that culminating event is for those that might be interested in coming and watching these guys?
Sure. Our practices are on Tuesdays from 4:30 to 5:30, if anybody ever wants to come out and check and see what's going on. And then our culminating event is October 24th, Saturday, October 24th. And like I said, that'll be from 9 to noon. But yeah, the bowling alley has certain restrictions, but they can have a few people in here. So yeah, if you want to come and watch and you want to come see what Special Olympics is all about, we'd love to have you, and I guarantee you wouldn't be disappointed.
For anyone listening out there that just heard that, I want to be a part of this, how can they go about being a part of it?
So they can contact me, Coach Drew, at Evanston High School during the fall season. Coach Berger, Coach Freeland, Coach Cox, they coach at different times during the season. But basically, if you just get a hold of Evanston High School and ask about Special Olympics, they'll send you to somebody that can get you involved, or if you want to donate or you want to provide snacks or whatever it is you want to do, you can get the best way is just to call Evanston High School and ask for like myself or Coach Berger or Coach Freeland.
That's Coach Dave Drew, head coach for the Special Olympics bowling team for Evanston. Coach Drew, thank you so much for your time, for talking about Special Olympics. Your joy for it is infectious, and it really does show that there's excellence here in Evanston. Is there anything else you want to cover?
No, just thanks for having us on. I always appreciate you, giving us time to get on the radio, just like the other sports. And as always, go Red Devils.
A big thank you to Coach Dave Drew for joining us on the halftime show, brought to you by the Uinta County Conservation District. We are about 2.5 minutes away from starting the second half, as it looked like to Cody. Well, if you saw it on my local radio, I don't think we need to give it any more attention. Let's just say 2 Cody kids having a lot of fun running across the field in I guess you could say rather a nippy attire considering the temperatures that we're seeing right now. All part of the homecoming fun. Well, let's go ahead and switch gears and get ready for the third quarter. But before we do, I want to talk a little bit about Coach Dave Drew and the work that he puts into Special Olympics. And that is definitely one of those sports that, as it was said in the interview, it opens your eyes to a whole new world of athletics. I had the chance to work with a few Paralympic skiers and also work with the National Ability Center in Park City, Utah as a ski coach, and just seeing some of the determination to develop that ability that those people have, it truly is inspiring. We're about 68 seconds away from the start. Red Devils trail Cody 34-0. Want to thank everybody for joining us in the My Local Radio chat room. Let's start at the top. We've got Paige Tannenbaum, Haley Frankham, Ricardo Renova, DPQ Studies, Mark Medea, Ashley Rhodes, Chad Cornea, Reagan Frankham, and Troy Dieters. If you're just joining us, the Red Devils have had a lot of problems with turnovers, and coming into the half, they're looking to remedy that. Red Devils under a full moon here in Cody, about 5 hours away from Evanston. Paige Tannenbaum, I do see your comment in the chat room about the injured Red Devil. We don't have anything new yet. I'm looking for number 44 on the sidelines right now, and if I see him, I will definitely let you know how he is doing. Again, we would like to thank all of our sponsors, whether they be our main sponsors or our format sponsors, and to you for listening. We love what we do. We love the opportunity to come out here and do these games for you. We try to do them to the best of our ability so that you at home can feel like that you are at the field no matter what the circumstances. They just put 2 more minutes on the clock, so we're going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff to open up the second half on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
Red Devils will receive the second half kickoff when we get underway in a matter of minutes as we go to the third quarter. It is 34-0 Cody on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils have been plagued by turnovers and would like to clean that up, and then they need to force a few turnovers of their own. Someone said it in the chat room, it's not over until the clock hits 0, and crazier things have happened. If you're not familiar with the scope of Wyoming, it is a 5-hour and 45-minute drive from Evanston to Cody. So these boys got up early, got on the bus, and then came to play a football game in Cody. So that takes a lot of work and a lot of skill just to do that. Still looking for Cade Frankham on the sidelines. See if we can let you know how he is doing. As the Red Devils will go back to receive. Stetson Wiedrich and Gustavo Cervantes to receive. So no Cade Frankham in the back to receive the kickoff. So hopefully he's doing okay. Hopefully we can have some type of news from him or about him sooner than later. Matt Nelson to kick it off for Cody. 12 minutes on the clock, and he sends a high end-over-end kick through the legs of Wiedrich, picked up by Cervantes. He goes to the left side, brought down around the 15 of the Red Devils. So 1st and 10. Ball will be spot at the 15 of Evanston, moving left to right on mylocalradio.com. Want to thank Parker Burton for the camera work. So he's done a great job stepping in and helping us out. Jackson Moore in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, pitches it to Jagger Mitchell. He goes to the near side and wrapped up and brought down. Looking at the wrong roster. Remy Broussard makes the stop. So we're probably going to see the depth of the Cody Bronx come into play as Jagger loses about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 14. Ball on the 11 of the Red Devils. Jackson under center. Hands off to Jagger, who goes into the pile. And maybe a gain of 1 on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 12 for the Red Devils. Ball on the 13. Jagger Mitchell kind of limping around in the backfield right now. Hopefully that's nothing to be worried about. Moore in the shotgun formation, looking to pass, throws left sideline, leveled after the catch, but still on his feet. That was, I believe, Stetson Wiedrich. Number 89, yeah, and that'll be 4th and 9 for the Red Devils. Jagger Mitchell will retreat back to around his own goal line, around the goal line, 5-yard line, to punt this one away, and Cody will get another opportunity. 34-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, 10:05 remaining. Mitchell, high arcing punt, caught around the 44 of Cody, flag on the field, coming to the near side numbers at the 40, and stepping out of bounds is the returner. Give it to Nathan Wilson. The 5'11", 160-pound junior. And the ball will be spotted around the 46 of Evanston. So good field position yet again for Cody. $9:51 left in the fourth quarter. Ball on the near hash. Pryor in the shotgun formation with Wilson in the backfield. Handoff to Wilson. He goes right through the Red Sea that was parted, and he will pick up the first down, taking the ball to around the 25 of the Red Devils. So they'll move the chains for Cody, and now the Broncs looking to add a little bit more. Caleb Pryor still at quarterback for Cody. Shotgun formation, handoff to Cowie, who goes straight ahead and makes a few Red Devils miss before the pile finally gets to him. He'll pick up 10 yards on the play. He'll be close to the first down, and they give it to him. Ball spot on the 15 of the Red Devils. 34-0 Cody on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard with 9 minutes and 20 seconds and counting left in the third quarter. Caleb Pryor in the pistol formation. It's the short shotgun. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff to Cowie. Looked to his left instead. He'll throw to the right. Incomplete. Intended for Keaton Stone. That ball would have probably been caught around the 4 or 3 yard line. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 15 of Evanston for the Broncs. 34-0 Red Devils trail on the Impact Physical Therapy board in the third quarter with 9:03 left. Pryor takes the snap, pitches it to Wilson, who runs to the near side, tries to get to the numbers, makes a cut at the 30, at the 10, goes across the 5 and is shoved out of bounds. Jagger Mitchell in on the play. Also there was Evanston Red Devil Wade Barker. Ball will be placed on the Evanston 5, and it's 3rd and 1. They got to get to the 4 in order to convert the first down. Pryor hands off to Cowie. He goes straight ahead, makes a cut, tries to get into the end zone, and he's there in the center hash. Touchdown, Cody. It is 40-0 Broncs, and that's going to trigger the running clock. And now the Red Devils, after the extra point, will get a chance to try to put their own Farmers Insurance, the Jeff Piper Agency, touchdown on the board. Gale puts the kick through the uprights, and it is now 41-0 with 8:43 left in the third quarter. Cody leads on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and My Local Radio. This First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by T-Bar S Body Shop. Let T-Bar fix your car. Call 307-789-2639. And by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043. Welcome back to Spike VANOY Memorial Stadium, named after the longtime athletic director, Spike VANOY, here at Cody. And he would be proud of the Broncs on homecoming night. They are up 41-0, have played an absolutely flawless game, and now the Red Devils with a chance to try to get that 0 off the board. Stetson, Wiedrich, and Cervantes back to receive. Wayne Road, high end over end kick into the arms of Wiedrich, going to the left side, and the pile of navy blue and gold brings him down around the 25-30 yard line. It'll probably be closer to the 25 as Stetson was able to get out to the 28. So it'll be 1st and 10 Evanston from the Cody 28. 41-0 Cody on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Jackson Moore will go in the shotgun formation. He's got Jagger Mitchell standing right next to him. Two wide trips to the near side. Throwing right side, looking for Wiedrich. Bounces it off his hand. No, it did not hit the ground. Picked up by Cody. That's going to be an interception across the 5-10. And another, is it a pick six? Waiting for the signal, it is. Another pick six for Cody. It looked like it hit the ground, and Dalton Simtus picks it up around the 50 and brings it back home. $47-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as Gale will go to kick the extra points. It's through the uprights, and it's now a 48-0 ball game. Cody on top here at Spike VANOY Stadium at Cody's homecoming. We'll be right back after this. This is a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and My Local Radio.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
Welcome back to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com. After the pick six, Cody leads it by a big score for them, 48-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard with 8:17 left in the third quarter. Red Devils trying to shake off the rocky start that they had and overcome some pretty big odds. The result of this game is no longer in question. It really hasn't been since halftime, as it was a 37-0 lead at the half. And it'll be a squib kick picked up by Stetson. He'll go right through the middle, cross the 35, 40, and finally brought down around the 43-42. You got Brady Deming in on the stop for the Bronx. Still no word on Cade Frankham yet. As the ball is now on the 43-yard line of Cody, and Jackson Moore comes out with his troops. Red Devils down big time. It is 48-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Wide receiver on the near end. Keep an eye on Jake Robinette. Jackson Moore hitting the backfield, the big sack. That is a huge hit there by Karsten Stone, the senior, and it's a bigger loss. It's going to be 2nd and 20. Ball on the 33 of the Red Devils. So 10-yard loss after the sack. And Jackson Moore now will have to go under center. Strong I formation. Snap. Handoff. Going straight ahead and into the pile. Derek Johnson. Maybe he gets about a yard or two. Ball will be actually placed on the 37-yard line of Cody, in between the hash marks. 3rd and 17, so a gain of 3 for Derek Johnson on the run. Another strong I formation with Johnson right behind Moore, Mitchell in the backfield. Pitches to Jagger, who makes a one-hand snag, goes across the 40, gets to the 45, picks up the first down, flag thrown, and oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong pylon. Doesn't quite pick up the first down yet, but it's close. Ball is either around the 48-49 of Evanston or 48-49 of Cody. See what the penalty will be, if that'll help out Evanston at all. It'll be face mask on Evanston. And it'll be a loss of more yards, so they'll take the ball and put it on the 34-yard line of the Red Devils. It'll be 3rd down and 17 to go. They got to get it out to the 47 of Cody in order to pick up this first down. Definitely a passing situation for Jackson Moore. Red Devils trying to get something going here as Jackson Moore keeps it on the option play, goes to the outside, picks up probably about 3 yards or so. And that'll force Evanston to have to punt it away. They'll spot it at the 36-yard line of the Red Devils. So it'll be 4th and long. Jagger Mitchell to punt it away again. And this Cody defense, we heard from Cole Havens on the Pitchfork that the front line is fast and athletic, and they have definitely showed that tonight. Jagger takes the snap. Boots a line drive kick. That's going to go out of bounds around the 29 of Cody. And with 4.5 left, Red Devils will now go on defense, and the Cody Bronx will go on offense with a so it'll be running into the kicker on Cody, the flag, and now a late flag thrown. So Evanston will punt it away again. This time they'll get 5 yards closer, so a chance to pin them even deeper. Red Devils trailing 48-0. It all got started with a bit. So the penalty was displacing the kicker, and then they will go ahead and decline the penalty. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bronx. That punt went out around the 30 of Cody. We'll see exactly where they spot it. This all got started on an 80-yard touchdown drive that ended with a 10-yard Schroeder touchdown rushing in. And then Evanston on their first play from scrimmage fumbled the ball, and Cody has been able to capture momentum ever since and have gone out to a 48-0 lead with 4.5 left in the 3rd quarter on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Ball will be on the 25 of Cody. Pryor takes the snap, Hands off to Wilson, who goes straight ahead, picks up some blocks, and is finally brought down just shy of the 35-yard line. So it'll be second down and short. It looked like another flag ended up on the turf, but they picked it up. 2nd and 1 coming up for Cody. Ball on the 38-yard line of the Bronx. They got to get to the 40. 2nd and 2. Pryor takes the snap. Hand off to Wilson. He's got the first down at the 45. Dead center and brought down around the 47-yard line. 3:37 remaining here in the third quarter. It'll be a fresh set of downs for Cody. I want to thank our format sponsors. That's First Downs, brought to you by Paige, Beverly, and Billy Tannenbaum, the biggest Red Devil fans in the state of California. And our touchdown sponsor, Farmers Insurance, the Jeff Piper Agency. Pryor in the shotgun formation, ball spot around the 46-yard line for Cody. They hand it off, going straight ahead. Pick up about 4 to 5 yards on the play. Looks like they will spot this one on the 48-yard line of Cody, and it's second and medium. Evanston Red Devils here in the third quarter trail to Cody on their homecoming night. 2nd and 5 from the 48. Shotgun formation, snap to Pryor, pitch it to the outside. That is a massive hit by Stetson Wiedrich, and a flag is thrown. Handoff was to Matt Nelson, the sophomore. Wiedrich ran up and made the stop. It was 2nd and 5, a good pickup there by Matt Nelson. See what the call is. It'll be on Cody. So they'll lose 10 yards, and it'll be second down. So that'll put them back to around the 25-yard line. That's exactly where they're going to drop the ball. So 25-yard line. Second down and 18. They got to get out to the Evanston 47 to pick up the first down. Second down, 18 yards to go. Handoff straight up the middle, through the hole, cross the 50, finally brought down by Jagger Mitchell. Another good run by Matt Nelson. So a big pickup by Cody. They pick up the first down all the way to the Red Devil 45 with less than 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Pryor will now go in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, it's low. Kicks it to the outside to Wilson, cross the 40. 35, 30, 25, 20, still on his feet, far side, all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cody. Big run there by the sophomore, Matt Nelson. There is a flag on the field. We'll see if that brings it back. Waiting for the call. Holding on the offense, so the touchdown is not going to go on the board. They'll lose yards, and they'll repeat the first down. Ball will be spot somewhere around the 45. They drop it on the 44 of Evanston. It'll be first down and 9 to go. Shotgun formation for Pryor. Sends Chaz Cowie in motion. And the run up the middle stuffed by the big man for Evanston, Cody Rex. Pickup of maybe one on the play. 2nd and long from the 43-yard line of Evanston. Pitch to the outside. Matt Nelson, the sophomore, comes to the near side hash, runs into a ready and waiting Jagger Mitchell, who puts him up and lays him down. Also there on the play was Riker Case. They lose yards on the play, and the ball will be spot on the 44 of Cody. But with 2 seconds left now, less than a second left, the third quarter has come to an end. So it's 48-0. Cody on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We're going to step aside when we come back. We'll have the fourth quarter brought to you by the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and My Local Radio.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
Welcome back to the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com. Just heard from Haley Frankham, Cade Frankham's mom, that Cade Frankham will not be returning to this game. He's on the sideline. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but he is out. Pryor hands off to Matt Nelson, and he is wrapped up and brought down after a short gain. And it'll make it 4th down and about 3 to go. So it was a 6-yard gain, so the Red Devils on a 4th down stop, and the Broncs are going to go for it. Score is 48-0 Cody. Pryor takes the snap, hands off to Chaz Cowie with 1 touchdown tonight, makes one man miss. He easily picks up the 1st down. Big gain on the play, clear down to the 25. And the Broncs get things going here in the 4th quarter, brought to you by the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. For all the information on this important project, visit Facebook, Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Timeout called. We'll take it as well. Red Devils trail Cody 48-0 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
A yes vote for the Fieldhouse Initiative on November 3rd benefits Evanston, plus makes a huge difference in the lives of Evanston high school students. Teams won't have to practice in the snow. They can run on a track instead of through the halls, and with more space, practice times can be adjusted. A yes vote November 3rd gives Evanston a place to host tournaments and other special events that generate revenue for our economy. Vote yes for the Fieldhouse Initiative November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse.
Welcome back to Spike VANOY Stadium, and the Red Devils trailing 48-0. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some other scores from around the state. Some of those probably going final by now. Final score in the Powell Star Valley game: Powell 28, Star Valley 6. So the Powell Panthers proving they are the real deal. Caleb Pryor in the shotgun formation, hands off. Going straight ahead is Remy Broussard. He picks up 3 to 4 yards on the play. Slowly getting up for Evanston is Blake Ross. And running in to get some of the action is going to be York Lacaze. 2nd and 5, ball on the 20 of Evanston. Caleb Pryor in the shotgun formation. He has done a great job tonight. Hands off to his man, but the Red Devils is able to just swarm him and bring him down. The runner was Chance Moss. And if he's lucky, he got back to the line of scrimmage. Definitely no gain there. Other score that just went final, Jackson, the number 1 team in the state, takes care of Green River 63-17. Third down and 5 to go for the Bronx. Handoff, and the Red Devils are able to push him back yet again. Another run by, this time, Jackson Schroeder, who has been great tonight. 9:17 remaining in the fourth quarter, brought to you by the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. For all the info on this important project, visit Facebook, Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Quentin Elmer running out to get in on the play at defense, so he'll line up in the linebacker position. Pryor takes the snap. Hands off to Schroeder. That's actually Matt Wilson, who will race the Evanston defense to the near corner and win the foot race. Another touchdown for Cody. $53-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 54-0. And now we'll get ready for the extra point from Jackson Gale, who has been busy kicking extra points for the Red Devils tonight. Snap, kick is up, and that one is low and no good. It looked like the bad snap, as you saw the holder have to adjust the ball, try to reposition it, and that one was just a low kick. So 54-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Cody leads. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and My Local Radio.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall, prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
Red Devils getting ready to take the ball back, and come on, everybody in the chat room, let's hear it. We need some Paige Beverly and Billy Tannenbaum first downs, and it needs to all end with a Farmers Insurance, the Jeff Piper Agency touchdown. Red Devils being shut out by Cody, as Evanston will now travel from right to left on mylocalradio.com. The Bronx here in homecoming, showing why they're the number 2 team in the state. Cody ready to kick it off again, left to right, high end over end kick. Wiedrich makes the catch around the 15, now goes to the far sideline, trying to pick up a block, hits the sideline, cross the 35, 40, and finally shoved out of bounds by a couple of Cody Bronx. So the Red Devils will get decent field position to start this one off. 8.5 left here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Ball will be spotted on the 43 of Evanston. Junior quarterback Jackson Moore under center. Takes the snap, hands off to Jagger Mitchell. He goes through the hole and gets a decent pickup. A middle yards pickup, and it'll be second down and about 5 yards to go. Ball spotted on the 30 or the 43 of Evanston. Handoff to Jagger Mitchell. He goes straight ahead again. This time only able to rattle off about 2 yards. So it'll be third down and 2. Ball on the 46-yard line of Evanston. Red Devils have to get things going, and it all needs to start with a first down here. Jackson Moore under center. Sends a man in motion. Takes the snap, hands off to Jagger Mitchell. He's got an opening. Cuts to the near numbers. Gets to the 40 and finally brought down by about 3 Broncs. That is a Paige Beverly and Billy Tannenbaum first down. The biggest Red Devil fans in the state of California. Ball will be placed on the 39 of Evanston. Red Devils will line up with one wide receiver on each end. That's Peyton Cornea closest to you. Quentin Elmer on the far side. Hand off to Jagger Mitchell. He goes straight ahead and moves like Jagger does exactly that and gets to the 25. Another Paige, Billy, and Beverly Tannenbaum first down. Red Devils starting to move the ball, trying to get rid of the 0 on the board. Ball will be spot on the 25 of Cody. Jackson under center, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, rolls to the right side. He crosses the 30, 20, and brought down. And there's a flag thrown late. He gets about to the 9-yard line of Cody. Actually, they're going to spot that closer to the 5 as the linesman takes a walk closer, but Evanston backing up. And it's holding on the Red Devils. So they'll repeat the first down and lose yardage. Ball will be placed on the 20 of Cody. So it'll be first down. And the chain gain hasn't moved. Should be, and it will be first and 5. Ball on the 20. So they lose the yardage after the play. Here we go. Jackson Moore, and there's a flag thrown right after the ball is hiked. 4 minutes and 55 seconds remaining here. The penalty is going to be on Cody, and that'll give Evanston 5 yards. They place the ball just shy of the first down. They have to get to the 15-yard line, and they'll take it from the 14 or the 16. Moore throws right side, intercepted, picked off. It was intended for Wiedrich, and returning it all the way across the 50, 30. They're not going to catch him. It's a pick 6 for Terry Thomason. And the Red Devils were moving the ball well, and this Cody team, the defense steps up and makes a play. It's 60-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard with 4:18 left here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by the Community to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. For all the important info on this project, go to Facebook, Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Gale, to kick the extra point. It's up and good. 61-0. Cody came to send a statement to the rest of the state that they can play with anyone and they can take care of business on their own side of the conference. They beat Pal 14-0 and are 4 minutes and 18 seconds away from their second shutout in a row. Evanston will be on the road one more time next week. They'll play the number 1 team in the state, Jackson. We got a lot of cool broadcasts coming up for you on mylocalradio.com. For the first time, we are going to be bringing you swimming on mylocalradio.com. We're going to be bringing you girls swimming, the duel between Evanston and Lyman. That's going to be Tuesday. Coverage scheduled to start around 4, but keep your eye on the My Local Radio Sports Facebook page for the official start time for that. And then we'll have Evanston football on Friday in Jackson. And then Evanston volleyball taking on Riverton on Saturday afternoon. After this one, we're going to pack it up, get a good night's sleep, and then we'll be back in Evanston tomorrow for Evanston volleyball versus the Jackson Bronx. Evanston looking to go undefeated the first time through their quadrant. Line drive kick, and this one is going into the end zone for a touchback, kind of a squib kick with a lot of power behind it. Red Devils will start on their own 20. Back to the volleyball preview. Evanston will be looking to go undefeated the first time through the quadrant after beating Star Valley and Afton in 5, taking care of Green River in 3 straight sets. They'll take on the Lady Bronx out of Jackson tomorrow. Pregame scheduled at 12:30, first serve at 1 o'clock. That game will only be on mylocalradio.com, not on the radio, because K9 will be doing coverage of the LDS General Conferences this Saturday and Sunday. Ball will be placed on the 20-yard line for the Evanston Red Devils with 4:03 and counting left in this one. Fourth quarter brought to you by the Community Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Jagger Mitchell gets the ball, goes forward for about 5 yards before finally being spun down and brought down around the 25 of Evanston. Our post-game show, we're going to have our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, the highlights from this one, and of course our Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham Dental Services, family dental services at reasonable rates. Call 307-789-8910. They'll hand off the ball. No, it's a quarterback keeper. Jackson Moore finds the near sideline. Across the 40, he's in a foot race. 25-20. Evanston is going to take the goose egg off of the board. Looking for flags. There are no flags on the field. And Jackson Moore, a 76-yard touchdown gallop. And the Red Devils are on the board with 3:11 left to go. Micah Lichty to kick the extra point for the Red Devils. And bobbled snap, but Lichty puts his boot into it, and it's through the uprights to make it a point for the Red Devils. 61-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils, after the 76-yard touchdown run by Jackson Moore, gets the goose egg off the board. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall. Prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
Will Jackson Moore gives Evanston something to talk about. A 76-yard touchdown sprint as he kept it on the quarterback option and found the near sideline and just kept on trucking. It is 61-7, Cody, on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 3 minutes and 11 seconds left here on the fourth quarter, brought to you by the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Real quick, want to give a quick thank you and shout out to Parker Burton, our cameraman for tonight. He's come in and stepped in and done the job great for us on mylocalradio.com. Red Devils talking amongst themselves before they kick it off to Cody with 3 minutes and 11 seconds remaining. Micah Lichty to kick it off for the Red Devils. Puts his green shoe and it bounces off of a Cody player. That's picked up by Evanston. What a kick by Micah Lichty. That was an incredible kick. Lichty kicks a line drive right into the chest of a Cody player. It bounces off of him and into the arms of an Evanston Red Devil. But tragically, that Red Devil is on the turf right now. We did not get a chance to see a number, but Micah Lichty with the lead candidate of the Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game. My goodness. Just a recap. Lichty kicked that ball off of a Cody Bronk, and an Evanston player caught it on the rebound. That was Blake Ross who caught it on the rebound and then was down on his back for a while. And it is 1st and 10 Red Devils after the precision kick by Micah Lichty. Wow. That was a live ball the moment it bounced off of that Cody player, and Blake Ross stepped up and put it in his arms. Shotgun formation for under center Jackson Moore. Handoff to Derek Johnson, who fights his way forward for a gain of 5. Ball will be placed on the 45 of the Jackson Bronx. 2.5 minutes remaining. Evanston looking to put up 2 touchdowns on Cody. Moore under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Jagger Mitchell, who runs forward. Picks up maybe a yard or 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and about 4. Ball on the 43 of Cody. They got to get it out to around the 40. So it'll be a 3rd and long 3. Under center for Moore. Hands off to Derek Johnson. He goes straight ahead. He's got room to run across the 20, across the 10, drags a man to the 5. Great gain there by Derek Johnson. Well, we've seen his prowess in the defensive side of the ball, stuffing runs, and now he's running the ball himself. Coach Burton might have discovered a weapon on the ground in Derek Johnson tonight. It'll be 1st and goal. Ball on the 5 of Cody. 55 seconds in counting. Clock is running. Moore, hands off to Johnson. He goes straight ahead, and the line of Cody was ready and waiting for him. He picks up a yard. Ball on the 4 of Cody. 36 seconds remaining. Red Devils trail 61-7, but are trying to go out with a touchdown here. 27 seconds left. The clock is still running. Huddle is broken. Ball on the 4 of Cody. They need 4 yards to get the touchdown. Moore under center. Hands off to Derek Johnson. He tries to barrel forward, but the entire Cody line wraps their arms around him and pushes them back with 9 seconds left timeout called. I would guess it's by Coach Burton because they are wanting this one, and that is indeed the case. Well, a fun series of events for the Evanston Red Devils. A massive 76-yard touchdown run by Jackson Moore on the quarterback option. And then Micah Lichty on the kickoff afterwards puts a line drive kick right into the chest of one of the Cody Broncs. And Blake Ross is able to get that one right in his arms, and Evanston picks up the first down. Now Derek Johnson with a massive rush, hoping to set up a touchdown for the Evanston Red Devils. As I mentioned, we've seen Derek Johnson stuff runs all season. Now he's breaking off big ones. It would be fitting to see him get a rushing touchdown here. He's the fullback sitting in the backfield. Moore under center. Hand off to Derek Johnson, trying to barrel forward. Is he crossed the plane? Yes, he is. Touchdown, Derek Johnson. Evanston puts up 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, brought to you by the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. And it's 61-13 with 5.2 seconds remaining on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in the third quarter, brought to you by the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Get all the important info on this project at Facebook, Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Micah Lichty to kick the extra point. It's up, and it is good. Tell you what, Micah Lichty has had himself a great game when he's out on the field. And with 5.2 seconds left, Cody is going to be thinking about that line drive kick into the chest. See if Lichty attempts that again. Parker Burton over here is going crazy. He's got a mask on, but his eyes are so wide. He reminds me of one of those Polynesian warriors when they do the haka, how they look at you and just absolutely stare at you intently. He is celebrating and having a good time here in Cody here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Red Devils huddling around the 50-yard line, talking about what they're going to do here. Cody is probably going to got the instruction. If the ball hits your chest, grab it. We'll see if the Red Devils let Micah Lichty try that again. That might have just been a happy accident where he kind of just hit a squib kick and it happened to go off a Cody player and Evanston recovered it. But whether it was a happy accident or not, it got the job done, and you might have discovered a new trick play there if you're Evanston. 61-14. Red Devils are going to take the lesson here in Cody. Not the loss, the lesson, as they get ready to kick it off again. Here we go, Micah Lichty. Another squib kick. That one takes an Evanston friendly bounce. It's off another Cody player. Ball is loose. I think Evanston got it back again. Flag is thrown. Lots of flags being thrown. Right now, Evanston saying they have the ball. Cody hopping up, clapping their hands. That squib kick bounced off of a Cody player, and it was a live ball. Evanston looked like they had a chance to get to it. Did they get it again? If so, that would be Gustavo Cervantes who hopped on top of it. Right now, Coach Matt McFadden on the field talking with the referees. And that is how the game ends. So with 5.2 seconds left, that kickoff happens. And it ends with a personal foul, a block in the back on Cody. And that's how it ends. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse fourth quarter. 61-14, but Evanston, like they did against Ben Lomond, with quick strike touchdowns, making it good watching for the Red Devil fans here in the fourth quarter. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our post-game show. We'll start with the Jimmy John's Freak Fast Recap right after this. Again, your final score, Cody 61, Evanston 14 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and My Local Radio.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds. Plus job listings, fun giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch live as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches, catch up on local and regional news, and get accurate weather conditions and forecasts. Visit mylocalradio.com, like us on Facebook, and stream it all now.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
Welcome back to Spike VANOY Memorial Stadium. It's time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. Well, the Cody Broncs took the opening kickoff. It was a touchback, and they drove 80 yards, topping it off with a 10-yard touchdown rush by Schroeder. And it was really Cody Broncs all the way until the end of the fourth quarter, a crazy sequence of events. Jackson Moore on a quarterback option keeps it, finds the near sideline, and goes 76 yards into the house for the first touchdown of the night. Micah Lichty gets the extra point, and then the craziest kick I think I've seen. Micah Lichty, after putting through the extra point, lines up, puts a squib kick right into the chest of a Cody Bronc, and Blake Ross is there to take the pop fly and put it right into his arms, and Evanston gets the ball back. And then again, a massive run by Derek Johnson puts them on the 5, and then another handoff to Johnson, and he will get his first rushing touchdown of the season, and it's 14 points for Evanston. They did lose this game. It was one of those games that was put away fairly early, but the heart that the Red Devils showed at the very end showed the type of team, the type of gentlemen they are, and that is a team that does not quit. That was your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where they spend 6 hours daily slicing all natural meats and fresh produce for your 30-second sandwich. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Red Devil game highlights on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and My Local Radio.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I I had just purchased new tires at Plains Tire in Evanston. The trained tire technicians at Plains Tire expertly mounted, balanced, and aligned my new tires, so I was feeling good. While I was there, they changed my oil, checked my brakes, fixed my AC, and made sure my shocks were in tip-top shape. And with their lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations, I was ready to roll. So, thanks to Plains Tire, when 2 roads diverged in a wood, I took the one less traveled. Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest, so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Welcome back to Spike VANOY Memorial Field as the Red Devils were able to take care of business in the final few seconds of the game. They didn't win it, but as we heard from Coach Burton in the pregame show, that L only stands for loss if you let it. It stands for lesson if you learn from it. And the Red Devils look to learn some lessons coming out of this one. Maybe one of the big lessons is that Derek Johnson might be a weapon to use in the backfield. We've seen him stuff runs all night, but the big kid was able to take care of business and pick up his first rushing touchdown of the night. Also, Micah Lichty, a precision kicker, definitely doing his job. Some other highlights for the Red Devils include a lot of really great drives by the Red Devils where they get close, but then one little mistake overturns it. We had 2 pick sixes deep in Cody's territory, 76 yards run back, I believe, on both times. And this Cody team definitely proved why they are ranked number 2 in the newest YO Preps Coaches and Media poll, and they are definitely looking to send a message after falling in the semifinals to Powell last year. Let's go ahead and look at some scores from around the state. As the Red Devils fall here in Cody to the Bronx. In 4A, number 3 Cheyenne East took care of Cheyenne South 55-8. Number 5 Rock Springs took care of Laramie 36-15. Thunder Basin, the number 2 team in 4A, took care of Kelly Walsh 35-13. And Cheyenne Central gets Campbell County 19-6. Right now in overtime, Natrona and number 4 Sheridan tied at 10. Powell and Star Valley, that one is final. Final score, Powell 28, Star Valley 6. Jackson, the number 1 team in 3A, takes care of Green River 63-17. Warland takes care of Rollins 42-6. Cody, the number 2 team, of course, we just saw here, took care of Evanston 61-14. At the half, Lander leads Douglas 10-6. And Riverton over Buffalo 13-6. So looking at those scores, we probably won't see a whole lot of change in the YO Preps coaches rankings. Maybe Lander rising into the top 5 once again if they are able to hold on against Douglas. For our friends over in the Bridger Valley, Lyman, the number 5 team in 2A, takes care of Kemmer 41-0, and Mountain View over Pinedale 42-6. The Buffaloes, after losing to Evanston, have been perfect and are looking for another 2A state title. Hoping to hear from Coach Jim Burton in a minute. It's quite a trek from the team area to the press box here at Cody. Let's go ahead and check in on the My Local Radio chat room. We've got Kaylee Frankham, Mark Medea, Paige Tannenbaum, Tori Dieters, Donovan Moore, And Travis Robinette, Reagan Frankham, Chad Cornea, Ashlyn Rose. Thank you all for being so active in the chat room and for joining us here tonight. We're going to go ahead and step aside, and when we come back, we'll let you know what other events we have coming up on the Red Devil calendar on the postgame show. Again, your final score, Cody 61, Evanston 14, on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Welcome back to Spike VANOY Memorial Stadium here in Cody, Wyoming. 5 hours and 45-minute drive from Evanston, and the Red Devils weren't able to get Cody, the number 2 team in the state. Proves why they are one of the top teams in the 3A. Final score 61-14 Cody, but the Red Devils made things exciting at the very, very end. Let's go ahead and tell you what's coming up on the calendar on mylocalradio.com. It all continues tomorrow, as we will have volleyball action. Evanston hosting Jackson. That game starts at 1 o'clock with pregame scheduled at 12:30. It's going to be an important match for Tara Lawler and the Red Devils, as they are undefeated in the quadrant play, looking to keep that rolling and give themselves the advantage when we get to the state playoffs. On other events happening tomorrow, girls varsity will be at an invitational at Laramie. That's starting at 9 a.m. The C-team game against Jackson will be in Evanston at 11 a.m. The JV will start at noon. On Tuesday, there is a 7th grade football game at Star Valley starting at 3:30. A 7th grade volleyball game. Games starting at 3:30, it says, versus multiple schools, and a JV football game at Logan at 5:30. And then at 4 o'clock, for the first time on My Local Radio, we'll be bringing you Evanston girls swimming, a varsity swimming duel versus Lyman. That scheduled to start at 4 o'clock. We'll have the preview starting at about 3:45. On Wednesday, we've got a freshman football game versus Ogden at Evanston High School. Thursday, cross-country 7th grade meet versus Mountain View at Mountain View. A 7th grade volleyball duel versus Rock Springs at Evanston High School. And then on next Friday, October 9th, we will have a varsity football game at Jackson. Kickoff scheduled at 6 o'clock. Pregame will be right here on K9 and mylocalradio.com at 5:15. Well, we're going to give out one more thing, and then we'll call it a night from Cody. Our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Dental Services. Affordable dental services at a great price for the entire family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And this whole idea behind this award is to give it to the play that had precision. And when you think about this game, only one comes to mind. The kicker, Micah Lichty, is going to get our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game for the squib kick that went into the chest of the Cody player. Blake Ross is able to pull it down, and Evanston's able to get a chance to get another touchdown before time runs out. So congratulations to Michael Lichty. He will get the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game. That's brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Family Dental Services at affordable rates. Call 307-789-8910. And that is going to do it for our broadcast here from Cody. I want to thank everybody who was involved in the My Local Radio chat room. And on behalf of our camera person, that was Parker Burton, our producer back at the studio, Alyssa McDaniel. I'm ELAN saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be during our next broadcast. 3:45 for the first time ever. Well, actually, our next broadcast, I'm getting ahead of myself, tomorrow afternoon. Evanston volleyball at 12:30 pregame and a 1 o'clock first serve taking on Jackson. Again, that match will only be on mylocalradio.com because of K9's coverage of the LDS General Conference this Saturday and Sunday. So we'll see you tomorrow for volleyball at 1 o'clock p.m., pregame at 12:30. Thank you so much, and take care.
You've been tuned into a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM, with video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's game has been brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Franklin DDS, Westar Printing, T-Bar S Body Shop, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Hoover Chiropractic, Mountain West Business Solutions, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Jen's Life Photography, Evanston Regional Hospital, the Come On Inn in Casper, Rocky Mountain Sign, Bear River Dental, Plains Tire, Uinta County School District No. 1, Ellingford Brothers, and by Freeway Tire. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with Rich's Matthew Peterson and the Valley's Cullen Holt, and production assistant, Alyssa McDaniel. Biggest thanks to our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Red Devil players and coaches. Like My Local Radio Sports on Facebook to stay up to date with the games. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on KNYN 99.1 FM and mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Devils!